Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. So, I'm not sure, I still can't remember exactly where my volume should be for the game versus for everything else. But, hope you're doing well, everyone. Excuse me while I just mess with some stuff on the other screen, enjoy the opening cinematic with totally not Crow. Yeah, I'm just looking at some other stuff right now. Okay, so I can clip things. I still have my Twitch picks up, which you guys can vote on just by going over the player, like the screen, and you should see it pop up on the right side of the screen. Very looking good and all that jazz. Got my quest lists. Okay. So, let's get going. Okay, so I want to be clicked on over here, so long as I can look at the stream manager in here and look at the chat, because I don't want to. That's the thing. I never want to have a screen open that doesn't have the stream chat also open, just because if you guys decide to chat and I miss it, I'd feel really bad. Because, you know, chatting is what makes streaming better than just making videos on YouTube, because the active conversation is just fun. How's it going, Sister Ozine? I'm tired of this film's out, watching pure innocent children. Resting after a long day of play heals my heart. What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. I should put a blanket over them so they don't catch a cold. That's nice. Darn it, I caught the bigger one. You better remember this, Cheryl. These two are going to get married in the future, probably. Unless they're siblings, then, at which point I really hope they don't. Crab pot, so tasty. Oh, crab pot. Oh, baby. Oh, it's the crab pot. Okay. So I have 2 free day points. One with Kurt, one with Muse. So that's... I would go with Instructor Sarah, but unfortunately that it probably wouldn't do much for me in the long run in terms of actually doing much. Okay, so first quest I have to do is right over here. Hey, how's it going, Maya? Okay. Wow, Maya, are you ever not training? Instructor Reen. Wow, she sounds lifeless. And her aim seems really off. It's not like her. I mean, I know she probably hasn't had a chance to practice, well, with the exams and all, but this is dire. Hey, you seem kind of unfocused. Is everything okay? You're missing targets from 50 feet away with a sniper. I'm a little off, yes. But don't worry about me. I'll be fine by our next field exercise. Did you need something? Something must be wrong. Maybe we should try and find out more. Yeah. Something the matter? You can talk to me about anything. No, nothing I need to talk about anyway. In fact, I could use some time alone. Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't leave me much to go on. But I can't just ignore this, can I? I should talk to the other girls in combat tactics, see if they can tell me anything. Randy might know something too. Maybe I should talk to Sydney too, since he and Maya are both snipers. Okay. So... See, I wish I could get this view for the campus without having to worry about it. Okay, so... Dorm first floor. Come on, PS4 Pro load times. Well, I should probably also do that while I'm here. Hey, how's it going, Randy? Hey, Randy, there's something I need to ask you. What's up? You can ask Randy about Maya's new struggles with sniping. Maya, huh? She didn't have any problems last I saw. You mean during the training exercises we had before the midterms? Yeah, sometime last week. Though she did run into her old man and Raquel on our last field exercise, right as he was hitting the bottle, too. After that, she seemed like she was down for a while, for sure. So what happened while we were in Raquel, huh? Yeah, her distrust towards her father finally boiled over and she went off on him right then and there. But during our next operation, her shooting was as great as ever. So I figured she got it out of her system and there wasn't anything to worry about. And do you think something else might have happened recently? Hard to say. Issues like this can be pretty delicate. I think for the time being, all we can do is keep an eye on her. Yeah. Sounds about right. It's a bath. It was a pretty intense battle. Maybe I should head in and wash up. Ugh. Yeah. Because you just fought Victor and other things. It's nice to see all the students growing up. Each and every one of them has made progress one way or another since they started here. At this rate, not just Class 7, but all our students will. Ah, no one's here. Looks like I've got the whole bath to myself. That's okay. That's Tita's voice. She must be done with her maintenance. I guess the training must have pooped her out. What? What? Tita, are you okay? Instructor Reen? I'm okay. I just slipped and fell into the bath. Stay calm and take deep breaths. Are you bleeding? I can go get Linda if you need her. Dude, Reen, protector of the maidens. Sorry to cause so much trouble. It's fine as long as you're okay. You are sure you're okay, right? You got even a little suspicion you're hurt. You should go see the nurse. I'm okay. I really am okay. I promise. I think the worst thing that happened was that I swallowed some of the water. Ah, well, that's a relief. But you know, you really are dependable, Instructor Reen. Just now, you were quick to give good, clear advice. I can see why Musa and Yuna put their trust in you. Well, I've still got a lot to learn about being an instructor. I don't even know if Yuna and Ash have fully accepted me just yet. I don't think you should worry about that. Instructor Reen, you really remind me of my two favorite people. Oh, are they the ones you were given the presents to? Right, these two. They're sort of like my big brother and sister. A calm and composed big brother and a big sister as reliable and bright as the sun itself. I get the same feeling from you, Instructor Reen. Why, thank you. I'm honored. You're talking about Estelle and Joshua Bright, aren't you? Don't worry, I didn't get that from the Intelligence Division. Their father, Brigadier General Cassius Bright, also studied the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, except he uses a staff. Ah, that does sound familiar. I don't know him directly, but I've heard my master talk about him. That's why I know about those two. Joshua's originally from Erebania, right? Yeah. They're both bracers, so they tried to get into the Empire to help the Bracer Guild, but for some reason they couldn't get a permit from the authorities. I see. They're probably under heavy surveillance along with your best friend. They're being treated as wild cards that could disrupt the political situation in Erebania. Because they totally could. I thought that might be the case. Both of them. No, all 3 of them are amazing people who saved all of Liberal from danger. Just like the birdcage around Crossbell, they're being prevented from getting into Erebania. Why do they have to? It'll be okay. A chance will come. Hamel was blocked off for years, but we were able to take the whole branch campus there. Oh? I and many other people are all working toward change here in Erebania. Prince Oliver, the Bracers, people affiliated with Thors, even people in Liberal and Crossbell. We're all working together, and I believe no matter how complicated, how frighteningly difficult this situation becomes, we'll overcome it. I know we will. So take a deep breath and keep doing what you can do to help out. We'll change things one day. Yes, of course. Yeah. Reen given good talks. Sorry to get on such a serious topic in the bath. Oh no, it's okay. I feel better after talking with you about all this. I'm glad. I appreciate your determination, but don't forget you're still a student here. Agate told me to keep an eye on you and make sure you don't overdo it. And don't forget to be careful in the bath, okay? I feel like I've got another person who worries about me now. I'll take that advice to heart. Yeah. Okay. Seems... Oh, that's Kurt. Okay. Okay, next is Jessica on the Academy field. Boom, You two can still go, right? Of course, let's keep this up until the sun sets. Bring it on. From the look of it, you guys really miss being able to practice, huh? Oh, Instructor Reen. We sure did. It sucked being stuck indoors for so long. But on top of that, we're having a rematch with the high school we played last month. We were just barely able to beat them last time, but we're pretty sure they've been training hard to get revenge. So we can't afford to just sit around. We've got to be ready for them. That's a good mindset. Train hard and show them what you've got. That's the plan. Okay, cool. Now, Jessica, there was something I wanted to ask you that I couldn't ask you in that previous conversation because we had to talk about tennis. What is it? Reen asked Jessica about Maya's new struggles with sniping. Maya? I did notice that something had been a bit off with her lately. The only thing I can think of that might be the cause is the feud between her and her father. Maya's mother was from the East, but she passed away 2 years ago. Yes, and she never really got along with her father. She said that the relationship only worsened after her mother passed. I see. That was helpful. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I just had to talk about my friend's dead parents. Okay, no, that's, I need to go to Clubhouse. Yeah, there we go. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up, Joker Schwarzer? Why do most chess characters only have a single parent alive or both parents dead? Because it makes them slightly more interesting as a character, because it gives them something to have trauma about, something to not be entirely sure about, I would say. I'd say that's the main thing. Because it's like... Well, the interesting thing with that is, quote-unquote, both of his parents, his mom and dad, the people who raised him at least, are both alive. Like, we don't know about Osborn's wife, but presumably, Guy seems to be the only one that has both parents. Yeah, he has both parents. At least his dad's dead. Elliot's mom is dead. Machias's mom is dead, I think. Eustace's mom is dead. Both of Claire's parents. Altina and Milliam don't have parents. Reen, as I said, has both, but if you're going biologically, presumably Osborn's wife is dead. Yeah, it's pretty depressing. How can we make this practice as engaging as it was yesterday? If only we had a good plan. That being said, Reen has issues. Yes, Reen does have issues. He has other issues. Oh, Instructor Reen. It's the whole swimming club, except you're all out of the water. What's going on? It's not really a big deal. You're just about to start our club activities, but then we started talking about yesterday. Yeah, yesterday's pool time was a real treat. Made for a good bout of training, too. Indeed, I had achieved my quota before I even realized it. I see. You guys are having so much fun with everyone that I didn't even feel like training. I kind of understand how you might have a hard time trying to top that. That's exactly what we were talking about. Even though the field exercises are coming up, we're in the peak of swimming season. Yeah, so we wanted to get a really good practice in today while we could. Suggest invite Una and the other. Una and the others. Why don't you challenge Una and the others? I'm sure they can spare some time. We thought about that, but wouldn't we be imposing on them? Yeah, I mean, they all went swimming just yesterday. Well, it doesn't hurt to at least ask them. I'll bring it up with them. Reen contacted the other members of Class 7. Man, when you're trying to do one quest, but a different one has to be procced for it. Excuse me about that. Reen contacted the other members. Everyone gathered for another competition. White hot swimming competition started. Ugh. Oh, hello there, everyone. I love how freeing the pool is, even if some of us aren't diving in. It certainly is a good way to beat the heat this time of year. Gotta beat the heat. Can't complain about the eye candy either. Speaking more practically, it's also a good way to train one's body. Oh, now you're speaking my language. Thank you for coming, everyone. Since we're all here, it'd be great to have a little competition. Maybe we could pit 4 members of the swimming club against 4 members of Class 7. If we don't want this to end in a tie, we might want teams of odd numbers. How about we do 3 one-on-ones then? In that case, I will swim for Class 7. Sure, why not? Mix things up a bit. Well, no point in wasting time. Let's get started. If it's alright with the rest of you, I'd like to volunteer for the first race. Wayne's the first competitor for the swimming club. Who's racing for Class 7? Let's see. We should probably save Kurt and Ash for later. If Kurt and Ash are going to be doing it, let's have Altina. May I go first? Based on Wayne's times, I believe I'll be able to overtake him. Sure, show us what you've got, Allie. Yes, this small girl who could barely swim the length of the pool a couple times. Okay, how does this game go? Ready? Go! Okay, it's triangle and circle. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay. Wayne overthinks too much. Yes, yes he does. That's it. That's his entire thing. But Joker Schwarzer, I'm guessing you really like trails, unless Schwarzer's from something else. The wild card, Reen Schwarzer. Phew, I managed to beat him. Good work, Allie. You're quite the swimmer. Ugh, sorry, team. Hey, it's nothing to worry about. Yeah, this party's just getting started. This party's getting started! That was round 1. So, who's next? I suppose I'll give it a go. Okay, the swimming club's second entrant is Stark. How about you, Class 7? Let's see. Oh, okay, so they're not forcing Ash and Kurt. It's just... Yeah, let's do Kurt. Very well, I'll take him on. Best of luck. Well, yeah, I played the first game, which was to download on my PS3 without really knowing what it was about. Nice. Yeah, that's how I kind of got into it for streaming. Like, I was like, I need a game to stream, like, because I was just starting to get kind of serious about it. Didn't know it was a turn-based game, which I love. Okay, come on. Okay, good. That was close. Yeah, I love turn-based RPGs as well. It's why if you'll put your cursor over the video player, you might see a Twitch Picks thing come out, and you'll be able to see the games that I am asking the audience to see, like, oh, which one do you want next? And you'll notice that there might be a pattern if you know any of the games there, what kind of games they are. Phew, that was no easy victory. Good job, Kurt. What a thrilling race. Thrilling. Well, that was embarrassing. Did Stark just lose? Wow, Class 7's tougher than they look. They can swim. We've seen impressive work from both teams so far, but all comes down to this final round. I don't even have to ask who's racing for the swimming club. Yup, it's my turn. What difficulty mode am I on? I am on normal because for streaming purposes, I don't want to get caught up on any like battles for too long. Like, I don't want to have to retry one battle 5, 6, 7 times unless it's the Principal Gwyn first training bout fight, which was annoying because she just kept petrifying me, which automatically loses the battle for you. But I stream on normal because 1, I'm not going for all the achievements, and 2, I just want it to kind of go a bit smoothly, especially given that I only have 2.5, 3 hours on Sundays to stream. Yeah, because that's just the only amount of time I actually have, so I don't want to get stuck on one fight for an entire stream, basically. I was playing hard mode. I think the longest battle was like almost an hour. Yeah, exactly. That would be 1/3 or 1/2 of my entire stream, and I don't want to get stuck for an hour on something like that. You guys ain't seen nothing yet. Uh-oh, here comes Leo. She'll be an even tougher challenge than Stark. In that case, count me out. I wouldn't stand a chance. Fair enough. Ash. Well, if nobody else is volunteering, you can do this, Ash. Ash, easily my favorite character added into this game. Shouldn't need to say this, but don't take her lightly. Ash, being the only person that gives shit to Reen, is possibly one of the best. And a lot of it is because my orbment configuration isn't the best, lol. Oh, I love the orbment stuff in this game, because you can just break people to high hell. Okay. 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 Oh, God, Jesus. Whew. Yeah, once I get out of this, I'll run through my orbment configuration just so you can see. You know, it kind of gives Reen shit, especially in the beginning. Yeah, but he doesn't, and Kurt to some extent. But it's never to the degree of Ash in terms of just like pure assholishness, kinda. And Yuna and Kurt kind of stop being that way after, like, chapter 1, 2. Essentially after Crossbell is when Yuna stops being that way to him. Ash is throughout the entire thing just like, fucking Ash and Chevalier. Fuck you. I'm good. I can do this. Look at how competent I am at literally everything I do. Damn, I'm glad I won and all, but I'm wiped out. That was one heck of a race. You really managed to beat Lenora. Unbelievable. Yikes. That was embarrassing. Please, don't be so hard on yourself. You did very well. Yeah, just because you didn't chalk up to a win doesn't mean you weren't amazing. Did you do the side quest early in the game where Ash punches a dude? Yes. Yes, I believe I did. And it's fantastic. Just fucking clocks him. Because they're like in the back alley. And Reen is just like, okay, come on, man. These kids are incredible swimmers. Might be time to call it a day, though. You all look like you're having fun. Wait, that voice. Ah, Miss Hottie Pants. With her six-pack. Haha, to be perfectly honest, I've been watching your races. Now, Schweizer, isn't it time to show your students how it's done? Oh, baby. Goddamn. You don't mean against you, do you? After how our sparring went yesterday, I can't imagine. Don't tell me you've lost your nerve. A loss yesterday doesn't preclude a victory today, after all. Now, take your position. Crawford, you'll be our referee. Good luck. Oh, thanks, man. Yes, ma'am. Dude, okay. Aurelia is one of the baddest bitches in the entire Trails universe, and I love it. And this game just serves to reinforce that point more than anything. It is fantastic. The principal never fails to come in like a storm. Still, I have to admit, I'm riveted. Her ass looks fantastic. Bluntly put, I can't imagine things will be any different from yesterday. Nah, we don't know that yet. If anyone can pull a miracle victory from the jaws of defeat, it's Instructor Reen. You want to put money on that? Could you not? Now it seems we're both ready. I love how Aurelia just jumped over the pool. Like, she didn't even dive in. Just like, hop, I win. Crawford, count us off. I may not be a match for her swordsmanship, but when it comes to swimming, I might have a chance. No choice now but to give it my all. I might not be able to win at swords, but maybe if swimming. Maybe if water is involved. Okay. My marks, get set, go! Let's get to it. Second, shit! Let me retry. Yes, try again. Because I need the AP. I want the AP. You get AP for winning. Go. I can't imagine trying to do this on turbo. One, two, 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 two, one, two, one, two, one, two. First! Yay! I almost wish you could try again. I gave up after 10 tries. I'm curious. I wonder if the difficulty level changes the side quest stuff like that as well. But I kind of wish you could try again just to play this minigame some more while keeping the win, even if you lose subsequent ones. Because I don't believe you can access the minigame except for in stuff like this. It is quite possible. Okay. Except in stuff like this, where, like, I just won, but I almost kind of wish I purposely lost just so I could turn on turbo mode and see what that does. Whoa, he won? He beat the principal? I don't believe it. I always believed in you, Instructor Reen. Well, glad I didn't bet against him. Would have lost my money. Did I really just win? Ah, beautifully done, Schwarzer. You found your way to victory. Let's see if you can't do the same next time we spar. What did you think of that plot twist at the end of Chapter 3? If we're talking about Georg, holy shit, I was not expecting the gravedigger and other stuff. Like, I was expecting the body to be gone, not like a perfect replica to have been made. Like, I was expecting, they're the gnomes, so maybe like they dug up underneath the casket and got him out. But I will say, holy shit, I imagine Angelica's not dead. That's the thing. Like, they gotta make the funeral look legit. Yeah, exactly, which is why I thought he was in the casket and then took him out, which would make it legit. But no, perfect body replica down to, like, faux skin, bone structure, and all that shit. I feel like they're trying to take every possible way to make the Black Workshop just look almost way too advanced. Like, I'm curious to get the backstory for the gnomes, but the way they ended Chapter 3 gave me chills. Yeah. Like, I'm curious to hear about the gnomes, the backstory and stuff, to, like, figure out, like, why are they so technologically advanced compared to the rest of the world? Because anytime the Black Workshop is mentioned in any game, as far as I know, it's always trying to catch up to Ouroboros, figuring out a last-minute stop gag to things that they make, but not making anything equivalent to it. Like, in this game, the ions are just out there. Like, the best we have is Panzer Soldats, which are next to nothing compared to any of the ions. So, I just want to hear the backstory, basically. Let's see if we can't do the same next time we spar. Honestly, I think I just got lucky. Well, at least you're able to set a good example for the students. Now, since I have a little extra time, I'm willing to accept any and all challengers. Any takers? Will I swim in my glasses? Because I put them on as a cosmetic item. Inspired by Reen's performance, the students respond to Aurelia's challenge with zeal. The race continued under Aurelia's guidance, and a fun yet intense time was had by all. 5,000 Mira, Academy swimsuit ×4, instructor swimwear ×2. Sweet. Costume, instructor swimwear. I'm curious as to who it goes on necessarily. I'm not gonna keep it on just because, but Thor's armband, you know what? You can have that. No, it clashes. I don't like it. And then Tita's shirt. Okay. Oh yeah, I told you I was going to show you my orbments. So right now, this is how I'm going to go through each character just for an overview. So I have Bridget and Gloom. Bridget for CP, because Reen uses a lot of CP, and Gloom for abnormalities, which I help with Freeze and Nightmare, and Bluster, which inflicts 2 more turns on any abnormal statuses inflicted. Have action 3 to get him to go first, and impede 2 and impede 3 to do AT delay, which is just Reen's best thing ever. So basically he's really good at taking care of mobs, because Gloom, like, a lot of the time it just doesn't affect bosses. I don't really use Yuna, so right now I'm just using her to level up Master Quartz and have her equipped with like Dragon Vein, which is just useful for field. Kurt I do use. So right now he's just leveling up Zeph. Oh no, okay. That's the issue. So I just did the fight with Fee, Laura, Sarah, and Reen against the 2 people. So they're not equipped. Shit, I wish I could remember. They're not equipped right now. But she is. She has Titania to get EP through Offensive Arts, Kaleido to give XP, more Sepith, and the water stuff, which with Ocean Bell and Water Bell cuts the delay after Water Arts very much. Golden Bell for Seraphic Ring R. Cast 2 and Cast 1 to make it go faster. Hades Gem because it's arts domination. For Kurt, I generally put... where are you? I put Sirius here for the counterattacks, because he's my dodge tank. And I need to re-equip him with accessories and other stuff. And then, secondarily, I put Aegis to attract attention. For him, I need to put Domination and Lone Blade, because he's big strong man. Oberon is pretty underrated. Which one's Oberon? Prevents abnormal status down. Yeah, I'll say it's probably underrated. Because I know a lot of bosses and stuff put status effects on you. It's just I haven't leveled it up because I'd rather level up my offensive capabilities rather than defensive. So I believe what I put on... what did I have on him? I think Scorpio is right. It's just Cannon definitely isn't. And the thing is, because where was it? I think I was having him use Skuld, because he's like the break damage guy. That's how I'm building him as much as I possibly can. So then that's good. You're good. You're good now. Right now she's also just leveling stuff up, helping. That's really what they're for. Okay, so now I need to, and I'm glad I'm actually going through this because I completely forgot I took them off. 2 evergreens. So now his evasion is at 82, which is awesome. Battle Guard, that's not too great. And he has an evergreen just for accuracy and auto CP up. She has this and this for ATS and just defense in general. Although, anything else with ATS? No, okay. Green Emblem, honestly, I could probably... Yeah, I'm going to put that on her. She isn't too equipped. Gladiator Headband, I might want to... No, I like the Evergreen on him. And those Gladiator Headband and Strength Plus. So, you know what, that's fine. Tactics, don't know why he's starting out there, but regardless. So let's save, because don't want to have to do any of that over again. But... oh yeah, now I need to talk to Lenora. Hey Lenora, can I ask you something? What's up, instructor? And this is for the Maya side quest. We can ask Laura about Maya's sniping trouble. Maya, huh? Does seem like she's been kind of off lately. I've heard that her hair just flipped out. I'm gonna look at the stream manager for that. Yeah, it's just moved. Weird. I've heard that she doesn't get along well with her father. Could that be related somehow? Yeah, that could be it. From what I've heard, she really loved him when she was younger. Oh? Yeah, Maya's dad used to be some big shot sniper. More than 10 years ago, he suddenly retired. Since then, his personality's been changing little by little. That's all I know, though. That's more than I knew. Seriously, thank you for telling me. Don't mention it. Seriously, don't mention it. Maya will shoot me in the head. Okay, how's it going, Altina? Phew, I'm tired after all that swimming. Think I'd love to have something sweet now. You deserve it after how hard you worked. Yes. You know what, let's go to first floor. Because I want to talk to Toa. I want to talk to Best Girl Toa. Because of course I do. Who wouldn't want to talk to Best Girl Toa? You're not Best Girl Toa. Instructor room. You are. Yeah. Hey Toa, how's it going? The next Felix is in Heimdall. I knew this was coming, but I'm still worried about Calvard. It's unsettling. We really need to be ready for anything while we're there. And that's not the only thing bothering me. I know George is busy, but we haven't been able to get a hold of Angie either, because she's been shot. Oh. And knowing Angie, though, she's probably in a big fight with Marquis Ragnar or something. That would make sense for her. right? I'm sure we'll hear from her when things settle down a little. We're probably making a big deal over nothing. Could see her rolling up on her bike after bike out of the blue by the time we finish this conversation. That's just Angelica. You got a point. Bye, Toa.
Yay! That turned out great!
There we go. Okay, and then... Hey, Principal. Principal, I wanted to thank you for earlier. If you've got time to thank me, train harder, and join me at the heights of skill. That would be the ultimate thanks. Got it. I'll give it my all. Would you like some tea? If you prefer coffee, that's fine too. Oh, no, please, don't worry about me. I'm not that thirsty. But Principal, you seem to have mellowed out a bit since you started here. Yes, honestly, I'm surprised myself. This would be a new beginning for me as well. I look forward to talking with you once you've reached this point. I'll give it everything I have. Okay. And then, lastly but not leastly, Sydney in Lapine Boutique. It's Lapine Boutique. Lapine Boutique. You're not. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Sydney, looking at some clothes? Hey, Sydney, can I ask you something? Instructor Reen, what is it? You're gonna ask Sydney about Maya's new struggles with sniping. Maya, huh? It's gotta be that. You have an idea? Yep. She recently got a new scope for her rifle. Oh? I hadn't noticed. Yeah, she got it just before the midterms. Saw her rifle at the shooting range and something looked different. When I took a closer look, I saw that her scope is brand new. I see. There's probably nothing to worry about. It always takes some time to adjust to new equipment, you know? I'm sure Maya will get the hang of it sooner or later. That's a good point. Thanks for the info. It was really helpful. Yo, what's up, Boris Jerkin? How's it going, man? Hey, no problem. I think I was able to speak with pretty much everyone. I have a better idea what's going on with Maya now. I should go talk to her again. How you doing, man? Hope you are doing fantastic. And Joker Schwarzer, I never asked how you're doing. I hope you're doing well as well. 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 Yada yada. No, not talking to you. And that's everything Mick wanted me to tell you.
Sounds like things are getting a bit sticky over there. But yeah, I gotcha. I'll be careful over here too.
Yeah, please do. I'm guessing they were talking about something related to the briefing. It appears that the enemy forces have been infiltrating Heimdall on a large scale. Seems like they have even more military strength than our friends in Ouroboros. Military strength comparable to Erebonius. They're basically dealing with a well-known info broker. Guess they're connected in more ways than I thought. Oh, Reen, what are you doing here? Nothing much. There are just some things I was concerned about. Looks like you're done with your errands. Are you headed to Heimdall now? Yep, that's the plan. I'm not in a huge hurry or anything, though. I was thinking I'd have a chat with the professor and maybe check out this famous keep I've heard so much about. I'm still so fired up from earlier that I'd blow off some steam with a bit of training. Oh. You should probably kick back and relax for today, though. I'd be looking forward to seeing you in Heimdall again. She's still fired up? Maybe I should join her. No. I want to talk to Jingo. Because I want to check the bargain bin. Yes, I do. Want to buy that book.
Done already?
And then come out. And then come back in. For the purpose of checking it again.
Good stuff.
Yeah, got a card.
Done already?
And then just do that.
Wanna buy something?
Yeah, bro.
Come on, buy some more.
I will say I do like this.
Wanna buy something? Come on, buy some more.
It really makes farming the bargain bin a lot easier. Didn't realize I'd missed so.
Come on, buy some more. Hey, yo, buy some more, you fuck.
Buy something?
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it.
Come on, buy some more. I got some good stuff.
Got some good stuff. Okay, that's Lone Blade. I'm here for this. Okay. So it kind of stinks because I wish I had. Can I make another Lone Blade right now? Cross Crusade R. No, I can't.
Come on, buy some more.
Okay, so time to come over here. I'll just put on a nice Tech 3. Oh, it's the same as before. What you missed in the pawn shop? Yes, the pawn shop is very useful. Of course, I've increased from the look of it. Yes. Hey, what's up, Neko Dave? How's it going? Hello. How you doing, man? Okay, and then come over here.
Wanna buy something?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm here. Time for second domination. Anything else I could possibly get? Defense, assault points. See, this is a much better version of that. Not bad, thank you. I'm doing fantastic. Playing this game, so nothing could possibly go wrong. That is asking for things to go wrong. Okay.
Done already?
Now. Attack 3. See, I really wish this wasn't red. So, basically I have to have Nightmare on, and I'm waiting for a Nightmare 3, which I think is a thing. I hope it's a thing. I'm almost asked, Bluster has to be on. I want the Impedes, which basically makes it so Freeze 3 has to come off. But I do want Domination on Reen. Because even though I am decreasing his strength by 25, I'm adding Domination, which just base increases first attack damage by 100%. So I'd say I'm offsetting the loss pretty well. Yeah, couldn't put Freeze on you. I couldn't. Yep, and I want for Emma to have a black one, not silver ones. Yes, hell yes, Domination. And I want for to have the black one and not the silver ones. Are you talking about the Hades gem? Where it's like the domination of arts? And I do like how the Hades gem just gives 20% chance to insta-kill, which is awesome. But I will say...
I got some good stuff.
Cool. There we go. Give me some money. I will say, just having this, all these extremely amazing things just shown and available, makes me go, oh my god, there's just so much. The color slots you're focused. Okay, yeah. See, I will say that is kind of some of the annoying things where it's like, this character, you want, it's one of the big ones that gets me is Laura, because she has water, she has blue slots, but there are only like 2 physical blue quartzes, and one of them's waterfall, which only affects lower level people. Okay, what was I was looking at
I got
you,
some good stuff.
you, and the one I was looking at was this, because this is like the best impede possible. So I have one impede 3, I need one hit 3, and I need a 7th caliber SR.
Come on, buy some more.
Okay, so let's go to the hangar. 7th caliber SR. Dude, it's good. I got a little misty-eyed. Oh, thank you for following the Mad Cultist. I very much appreciate it. Thank you very much. Enjoy the Prism Ranger dabs. Waterfall works if you're a higher level than the enemy. Yes, if you are a higher level, it affects, which is why I said on lower level enemies. But thank you for following. If you're liking this, follow the trend, give me a follow. And also, I think Streamlabs will often put in the my Twitter thing there. Follow me there if you want to know when I'm going live. And also, while you're all here, please do the Twitch Picks vote thing for the next game I play on stream. Very appreciate it. Yes, Mint is very cute. Please vote on the next game I play, because I want to know what the audience would want me to play. Currently, there's one vote for Disgaea 5 PC, so there's that, but there are other games there. Misty Ed, over the Obo gear? Actually, I had no idea you were even watching, Mint. There's one that works the other way around when you're lower level. That is true. Yes, I know that one, but is that also a blue quartz? I'd have to look. Actually, I had no idea you were even watching, Mint. Well, how could I not watch Tita's finest hour yet? I was totally glued to the comms. Besides, after seeing how much work Tita put into it, I knew I had to see it in action. Where's the voting thing? If you mouse over like the player, you should see something pop out on the right side of the screen. And if you just if you click on Twitch Pics, it should show up. If it's not showing up, then there might be an issue or something. I forgot to name, maybe the Earth one works as Revolution, which is a wind quartz. Okay. Makes sense. Really is something else clear. Apple didn't far from Professor Russell's tree. They're one heck of a family. Seeing Tia's latest masterwork has reignited my curiosity about Zeiss Central Factory. ZCF. Oh, by the way, I told her she earned a break and sent her on home. I can't say no since I'm the older here, so there. Okay, so now
Let's begin.
Alrighty, let's begin. So... Okay, so I can't... Is hit something I have to make? Hit 3, which would be annoying. Because I don't have...
Huh?
Yeah, because I have...
Not already.
But, okay. So, shop, master quartz, cool, buy... Should go buy quartz. Hit something you make. Yeah. So hit 3 is something I make, so it must be... See,
I mentioned to get started.
So impede 3 are... See, I really wish I could, like, tag the thing I'm trying to make, hit 1 and 2 of the old ones. And I presume I'll need 3 hit 3s to, Orbment, no.
See you later.
Strengthen and
I
customize.
mentioned to get started.
Yeah, hit 3, so I need 3 hit 2s as expected, and I need 7th caliber R, so I need 3 regular 7th calibers. Yeah. Yeah, hit 3s right there. See, it kind of sucks because everything I want is in this quartz type. Like, in Nightmare 3, I need 3 Nightmare 2s, which I might be able to make. I need 1 more Nightmare 1 to make that, but...
Huh?
No,
Not
let's,
already.
quartz, let's make a Nightmare, just to... There we go.
Huh?
I wish, I really do wish all of this was in the same menu. Like... Okay, so let's make a Nightmare 2. So I can make a Nightmare... Actually, you know what? Because I already have 2 equipped, and I have a lot of this quartz, so I'm gonna...
I mentioned to get started.
I'm just gonna buy a crap ton of regular Nightmare. 1, 2, 3. That's 1 more. 1, 2, 3. That's another. Okay. Nope.
Huh?
Over here.
Mentioned to get started.
Like, the fact that all these are in different menus just kind of makes it a bit annoying because you have to remember stuff. 1, 2, okay. And Nightmare 3. Was there something I was trying to make or buy that required a Nightmare 3? Or was that just for the sake of Nightmare 3?
Huh?
Might have just been for the sake of Nightmare 3. I really didn't have to leave there, but... Let's pop you on. So more strength, which makes up for the domination a little bit, and more Nightmare. Hit 3, I know most of them by now. Yeah. Once you look at them enough. Okay. So...
Alrighty, let's begin.
I'm looking at 7th. It's down here. Looking for 7th caliber R. So I need 3 regular 7th calibers.
See you later.
And how much do
let's
those
begin.
cost? 7th caliber costs 600 per. Okay. And then hit 3 costs 1,000. But I'm thinking I'll make the hit 3 instead. Or will I?
Let's begin. See you later.
Like, I do... God, I oh so wish
I mentioned to get
that
started.
you could trade Sepith for other things. Because, look, they have the exchange rate on the side, right? They have the exchange rate where some go for 10, some go for 8. Why can't I exchange, lower Sepith for higher ones. Because I just want space and I want, like, time. Like, these two are easily some of the best. Like, let me give my fire and water one away so I can get the ones that I need. Or let me buy Sepith. I have so much Mira. And go, yeah, no. Already have all the slots, which is good. Quartz. No, I was going to...
Alrighty, let's begin.
So how much... And I can't make a hit one. That's just something you have to buy. And I need to make a hit 3. I need 3 hit 2s, which I don't have anyone equipped, so I could just do that. So might as well get my hit 3 in there. You need to kill for it. Yeah, no, that would be only too easy. Only battle will do that. Yep. Yeah. I would have to kill for it. Oh, accuracy 3 gives critical wit. Critical wit? Critical wit? Critical rate. Didn't know that. Does regular hit give critical rate? Oh, it does. Interesting, they added that. Okay. So I need just a lot of space Sepith. And now I'm just going back to 9 Volley to make sure I actually comprehend what I have and what I need.
I got some good stuff.
Okay, check there.
Wanna buy? Come on,
Train.
wanna buy something?
Okay. So I'm trying to get 7-fold. I have my hit 3. Impede 3 is currently equipped. And that's fine. And I need my 7th caliber SR, which I need 3 regular 7th calibers to make, each one of them costing 600 things. So I need 1,800 space Sepith, and I think I have like 300 or 200 right now. Got any of them that give evade? Yeah, I have...
Come on, buy some more.
I have evade 2 and evade 3 on Kurt, because of course I do, given his type of character. And I want to make like and I'll have and after I get the thing to replace impede. No, okay, I'm an idiot. I was thinking that I was going to be replacing. Wait, no, the impede 3. Yeah, because I have impede 3 and I need to use it to make the upgraded one. So I'm going to need to make another impede 3 to replace this one to give a better chance. Or is the only shaming out of the evade normal one? I got evade normal, counterattacks after critical, nightmare 2, Seiryu, and then shining. Oh, okay. I think I got like a shining SR. It gives accuracy. Gives when upgraded. So shining SR gives, but isn't SR the? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that did change because I vaguely remember having it equipped on Fee in the previous game. Yeah, they made it a little bit harder to. Yeah, okay. Deals bonus damage to high level enemies. Revolution. Yeah. Okay. So, I got a bit of work to do in terms of Sepith, which, you know, it's gonna be fun. What is it? Clubhouse? No. Itchy nose. Bam. Hey Maya, how's it going? That used to be Earth to Revolution. Okay. Charterine. I believe I told you that we don't need to talk. I know, but hear me out. I wanted to talk to you about your dad. Why would you want to do that? Don't you know why you're shooting us off? It's definitely not just because you changed your scope. Or the gold. No way, wind, lol. Maybe they moved some stuff around just to make the different elements a bit more balanced. You noticed that I changed my scope? To be honest, no. Not until Sydney told me. I also learned a bit about your dad. But Maya, no, that helped me figure out what's on your mind. Could you tell me? Just tell me, please? What a pain. To mix it up a bit, yeah. I suppose I can't dodge this conversation any longer, can I? Sorry, I'm nothing if not persistent. So, you want to talk to me about my father? He's a piece of shit. So I've heard. I'm more interested in why you looked up to him when you were younger. Because back then, he was more than that. There was a time when he was a lieutenant colonel in the Imperial Army, a famous sniper. Not that I have any memories of that. I left the army when I was still very young. I knew him as a hunter and a logger, a reliable man who cared for his family, until he started drinking. The more he drank, the heavier burden he became on my mother. If it weren't for him, she might still be alive today. I'm sorry. Do you know why he left the army? I've always been curious. Whenever I ask, he'd either get angry or start crying. The other day, though, I learned something. He left the army right after the 100 Days War, and the noble general he worked under helped mastermind the Hommel incident. No. I'm not going to tell you how I found out, but if you didn't think he was a piece of shit already, you should now. Once I knew, the thought of using the same scope he did disgusted me, so you changed it out for a new one. Huh. I think I get it now. But if anything, I feel for your father. Based on your silence, I'm guessing you do too. The decision to attack Hommel came from on high. In that sense, I think your dad is another victim of the tragedy. That may be true, but that doesn't change the fact that the Hommel incident happened. Nor does it absolve him of driving my mother to her death. You're right, but her passing must have hurt him too. Even after her death, he worked hard to try and support his family. You. If I may ask, what did your mother think of your father? My mother was a very conscientious person. She would do backbreaking work for hours without a single complaint, and she believed in my father completely. So I wanted to believe in him too. But when I saw him in Raquel, he was still the same piece of shit. I don't know how much more I can help. Honestly, it might all be on Maya's dad now. I do beg your pardon. That's not Celestin's voice, but until you know who it is, it's hard to give a voice. Celestin? What brings you here? A delivery from Maya. From your father, it seems. What? Talk about timing. What did he send you? I can't imagine. Maya opens the wrapping to see an Eastern-style comb and a letter. A comb? What's the letter say? He stopped working odd jobs and he's gone back to work as a hunter again. He also says that getting yelled at by his only daughter really opened his eyes. Really? Yes. But he also says they borrowed against his salary to buy this comb for me.
Honestly.
Will that man never learn? I can't say for sure, but it's a step in the right direction at least. Well, nothing else. He seems sincere. If I may, what would you like me to do with this? I found it in the trash, but since it wasn't broken, I held on to it, just in case. Ah, wait, Maya, is this? The scope my father used to use, the one he passed down to me. I threw it away thinking I never wanted to see it again. But I have to admit, the new scope just doesn't feel right. Sounds to me like you might want to switch back. Maybe I should. Celestin, thank you for salvaging this. Oh, no need to thank me. I'm just a super butler. Celestin, it's almost like you just knew somehow. I am super butler! I am near equivalent to Sharon in terms of being able to buttle. And, instructor, I'll try to believe in my father just a little longer. Thank you for talking with me. You're very welcome. Okay. Maya's malaise. Added Maya 2. So... Oh yeah. While that cutscene was going on, and we were talking about how certain orbit types don't make any sense, I hate how Ash even has this color of quartz, because so often it takes so long to get any quartz that would do anything to give him strength. Like, I just got Lunar Gyre. And it's, like, finally. He is classy, probably learned some trick from Sharon, only the instant teleportation. Phew. Yes, there we go, Nightbot. There's the Twitter link. I don't have commands or anything, so I can't do, like, exclamation point Twitter. Yet, at least. But But yeah, like there are certain characters where I'm like, why do you even have this kind of setting? Like with Musei, her having water is not anything bad. And her having this is not anything bad because they're both very spell-oriented towards her character. Which makes a lot of sense and allows me to put Ocean Bell and Water Bell on at the same time, which is awesome. But some characters, it's like, why the hell do you even have that color? Like, stop it. You're just terrible. Okay, rooftop. Let's talk to Kurt. Let's see how Kurt's doing. My evade boy. How's it going, Kurt? Kurt, what are you reading? A letter I received just this morning. From my brother. He's currently at the Zender Gate in the Nord Highlands. Ah, Lieutenant Colonel Mueller. I see. It's been a while since I've seen him. Is he doing well? Yes, though it seems there have been an increasing number of skirmishes with the Republic as of late. It seems he's hard at work alongside everyone from the 7th Armored Division. I see. Well, it's good to hear you're still doing all right. Indeed. I must work hard as well, so as not to lose my father and brother. So as not to lose my father and brother. Kurt? Hey, Kurt, how about we train together for a bit? Huh? Are you exhausted from your match with the Viscount in principle? I'll just think of this as a cool down, and I think it'll be a good refresher for you. What do you say? If you say so, since I have the opportunity, I'll join you. Is this going to be like an actual fight, or is it cutscene sparring? It's cutscene sparring, it seems. Which is fine. What's wrong? Don't tell me that's all you've got. I think it's all I've got. You're not as sharp as you usually are. What was in that letter from the Lieutenant Colonel? From your brother? No secrets from you either, Instructor Reen. I wanted to make Emma's time arts caster, only the 2 silver ones again in the way in the second game. Drags a bit in a direction. Yeah, it does. In CS2, I mostly used Elliot, and I just had him built for water. Which was pretty damn good. Not so much as about what the letter contains as what it doesn't. Mueller shows no signs of indecision or reticence. If evil rears its head before him, he'll cut it down, and he'll do so with honor. He's always been this way. Even now, torn from Prince Olivert's side and sent to the front lines, he doesn't display so much as a hint of hesitation. Not only that, but after discerning my worries about Prince Cedric and the future of House Vander, he simply wrote, Kurt, we Vanders are not defined by our legacy. The choices you make will shape the legacy you leave behind. Your brother is a hell of a man. That he is, though I must admit his letter hit me like a punch. Even with his reassurance, I still don't know if I'll be able to leave a legacy of my own. I'm just nipping at the heels of my father and brother. Even when I get close enough to sink my fangs in, I hesitate. You're treating hesitation like it's something to be ashamed of. Is it not? Looking back on it, I've hesitated my entire life. As a student, when I was fighting in the Civil War, even when people started hailing me as the Ashen Chevalier. But the thought I put into my actions, that care and worry, helped me find my direction and become an instructor. Kurt, think about everything you and the rest of Class 7 have overcome. If that's not a legacy, I don't know what is. We've done quite a bit, Kurt. I have to go off the PC for a bit. We'll get back as soon as I can. Okay. See you later, Boris. You're right. I don't think that my moments of hesitation were wasted. On the contrary, I think it's dangerous to advance without a moment of forethought. Yeah, I'm positive your father and brother are no strangers to hesitation themselves. So you can hesitate too. Hesitate, think, and plan all you want. Once you're ready to act, you'll be ready to carve out your own legacy. Haha, understood. Now, Instructor, I'd say we've hesitated enough. It's time to spar. Yeah, bring it on. Here I come, Kurt. Yeah. My blade, and we're smiling because we're friends, kinda. We do continue to fight as Kurt's skills regain their sharpness until... There! Yeah! Kyop! Whoa. You got me good there. You feeling a little better now?
I've still got a long way to go. Please continue to assist me in the future, Instructor Reen.
Yeah, of course. See, it's cutscenes like these where I feel like if Xseed did it, or at least on the PC, or at least I'm not sure about the PC release with NISA, because Cold Steel 1 and 2, they added English voice lines compared to the Japanese. Like, there was like 50% more voiced lines. I feel like a lot of the cutscenes where one person was talking would have been where everyone was talking, like that. I feel like Reen would have talked, and more of that cutscene would have been vocalized. The two continued to spar until they were completely exhausted, making no other ways they brought out the best in each other. Your bond with Kurt strengthened. Yo, bro. Yo, it's bro. Yo, bro. Okay, and that leaves me to talk with Musei. Which is fine. Dorm, second floor. Apparently his dad will be in Hajimari, who looks a badass. Okay. Interesting. Mateus Vander. Yeah, because it's what, his uncle and his older brother? Right? Are like the ones that we know of, or something like that. Hello, Musei. How's it going? Domadala and Almatamus. Are those Vanish Master cards? What are you up to, Musei? Oh, just a little fortune telling. Heard you could use these cards like you would tarot cards. Is there anything in the future you'd like to know about? The future? You mean like field exercises? Something like that. Although I'm having trouble interpreting the meaning behind the cards. Yeah, Mueller's brother and Zex is his uncle. Okay, and those are the two main Muellers we've met, basically. Let's just say it means your destiny is in your own hands. I'm not sure I'll give Guy any clue either, but she seems to be deep in thought. Oh, I hear you're really good at Vanish Masters. How about we take a break and have a match? Why, I'd be honored to have a match against you, Instructor Reen. All I ask is that you be gentle with me. Yes, be gentle. Be gentle like a tongue. And so, Reen and Musei prepared their decks and began their duel. It was a fierce battle with no clear winner right up until the final turn. And in the end, Magic the Gathering came in. Our masters destroyed each other. That makes it a tie, no? I didn't expect such a heart-pounding match. You're amazing, Instructor. So are you, Musei. I remember thinking this when we were at the casino in Kel. But you sure are good at these kinds of games, aren't you? Is it your grandfather's influence? Indeed, he taught me a lot about carding board games. My father would often play against me too, before he passed away, that is. Your father? He passed away about 10 years ago, didn't he? Yes, I was about 5 or 6 at the time. He trained me so well I would occasionally beat him in chess too. Wow, so I guess even at a young age you were talented. So then, when are you planning to show us your true strength? When are you ready to take off your weighted training gear? Oh, I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. I could tell you weren't giving it your all in our match. You were much more fearsome of an opponent when you went up against that Jaeger at the casino. She was sitting on a beast hand. Like I said before, everyone in Class 7 supports each other. If they're giving it everything they've got on your behalf, isn't it unfair if you don't do the same? You truly are amazing. I'd be more than honored to show you the full extent of my gaming abilities. However, there will be one condition. I need a pro headset and a good seat. Because gamer girl. No. A condition? The winner will get to make one demand of the loser. That's... A serious bout should feature a serious prize, wouldn't you agree? Should you manage to win, I'll do anything you ask. Anything at all. Whether your request is to spend a romantic evening with me under the stars, or if you want me to tell you the reason why Eustace and Patrick were acting the way they were in the mare. Okay. Just straight up. Honestly, I was curious about that. Is something going on? That said, I'll put a handicap on myself. If you manage to defeat me once out of 3 games, you shall have your award. However, if I win all 3 games, I shall be the victor and take you as my prize. Well, you're that confident, huh? I just need to win once out of 3 games, but even that might prove a challenge. Alright, I'll agree to your terms. There's no way I can back down now. Alright, let's get our decks out and do this. Very well, if that's what you want, then I won't hold back. Am I gonna have to play Vantage Masters? Okay. And so, the 3 matches began between Reen and an unfettered Musei. Both used unopened decks they hadn't seen before. Though Reen was unfamiliar with the cards, the decks were equal in power. However, he got wrecked. And vanquished to end the match. Your master is defeated. God damn it. Fuck. Shit. I activate Curia Bell's skill, and your master is no more. You got me again. My name is Yugi Musei. I'm the king of games. There are no weak cards in my deck, Reen. And this brings us to our final match. As things stand, I feel I'll be able to win this final match with ease. Man, these decks should be pretty even, but you're still destroying me. Who knew experience with games would make such a huge difference? I sincerely doubt you'll be able to turn the tides at this point. Whatever will you do now? This is never a fair matchup to begin with, so if you forfeit now, I'll cancel my Blue Eyes White Dragon! No, it's still too early to throw in the towel. Couldn't possibly. I've got one card in my deck I can use to turn things around, and it's the Exodia card. If I manage to draw it before you defeat me, I can use it to make a comeback. Oh? I suppose you're right, your chances of winning are greater than 0, if only slightly. That's all I need. Unfortunately, I'm not the type to give up. Let's take this match to its end, Musei. Bring it on! Do it! Reen used every card in his hand to desperately parry each of Musei's advances, and at the final turn, before his Master's health was depleted, it arrived, because he believed in the heart of the cards for sure. I've got it! I summon Greon. It attacks your master twice, because it has haste, and can attack on first turn, because no summoning sickness. Ah, my master's health is 0. I lose. I actually did it! Yeah!
Seems I underestimated you. I didn't think you could pull off such a comeback. I had full control of the board, yet you still managed to thread a narrow path to victory.
Yeah, but it came down to the wire. In the end, I had to rely on my luck. Your ability to analyze the situation and predict your opponent's actions is amazing, but not everything can be planned for. As we've seen in our field exercises, unexpected events can happen at any time. Understood. It was a fine lesson, instructor. I'll keep it near to my heart. Now, what will you have as your prize? I was the one who set the rules for our matches, so please, don't hold back. Tell me whatever it is your heart desires, though I'm certain you plan to ask about. No, I won't. I am curious about the circumstances at Lemaire, but I'm sure there's an important reason that Eustace and Patrick wouldn't say anything. I don't feel like it's right for me to ask about it like this, but more importantly, I'm glad I was able to bring the best out of you. Nothing can make me prouder as an instructor. Oh? Oh yes, how very like you, instructor. And that is the reason I want you for the future. And yet, a promise is a promise. Please choose one of these 2 cards. Huh? What are you up to? You chose Pfeifnall. So, you win the I'll wear my school uniform and clean your ears prize. Okay. Hold on a minute, I really don't need a prize, and there's no use trying to refuse. After all, it would bring shame to a woman of the Empire, were she not to keep her promises. Surely you're not trying to make me do anything shameful, Instructor Reen. No, but...
Well then, I'll go get changed, so please lie down.
I like how he freaking acquiesces. He's like, okay, fine. And I like how she's in the Saint Estrella uniform, not her regular uniform. Which means she still fits into her middle school uniform. And so Reen was forced to receive Musei's prize. It may have been relaxing if he didn't have to constantly be on the lookout for others. Kinky shit right there. Well, Musei strengthened. I'm curious as to what the other prize would have been. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to check the stores for any gifts I could send to people before I head in for the night. Kanako Peki. Okay. La Pin Boutique. Well, actually, how are you doing? Not that great. I got better boots just about everywhere. Okay. Oh, Carnegie Books and Games. Games. Shop my boo. Okay. How's it going, Kyrie? I see it seems like there are many different schools of tea ceremony in the East. Looking for a tea ceremony book? Well, yeah. I think I've been putting too much pressure on Yusei and Maya to teach me. More than that, though, I've been having a lot of fun making tea lately. It's great to hear. I'm still really bad at it, though. I still have a lot to learn. Okay, and then... Recette Bakery and Cafe. Nostalgic sandwich. Okay. That's that. I did all the quests for this time. So that means just those, which is that stuff. Okay, cool. Time to go to dorm 3. And I'm going to save right here. Because don't want to mess anything up in case I have to go back. But yeah, I have a lot of saves. Like, it's one thing that I kind of miss about the PC version, where it was kind of easy to look at them all. Because this is the latest save, and then just yep. It tells you basically when I started playing the game. Friggin' started playing this in October. Like, Jesus, man. It's amazing how long it takes when when you only can stream basically once a week. Sometimes twice. Man, it makes these games last a lot longer. And what that means is my wait is a lot shorter. Should I head back to my room and get ready for tomorrow? Well, actually, because I talked to... Well, it's not night yet. But Toa... There's no other events, right? I'm gonna go to the Academy Field. Because I did the event with Toa where she said, oh, there's gonna be like another event in the evening. But I don't see anything. So I'm gonna presume that maybe it's just a thing that happens once I go to bed. So here's to hoping. Let's do it. Speed mode. That's probably a violin of some other Trails music. Some people just make one save. Some people just make a save. Don't know why. I don't know.
That song was called Under the Bright Shining Sky, and it was beautifully performed by a remarkable young musician named Elliot Craig.
Yo, Elliot, what's up, man? Yeah, I just save a lot to be safe, and when I played the first 2 games, it was like, how many saves will it take me to get to the end of the game? And it was a lot.
Speaking of the sky, his popularity has been skyrocketing. Fun fact, the piano accompaniment was played by his sister, a famous pianist in her own right. Rumor has it, he'll be releasing a new record soon, and I absolutely cannot wait. Next up, we've got some letters from our listeners. Let's see.
Wow, his music getting played on Abed time. Elliot must really be giving it his all. And the piano company must have been Fiona. Glad the two of them can play together. It'd be great to hear them play live. Maybe I'll ask him about it when I see him in Heimdall.
Our next letter comes to us from Fluffy Mint in the Heimdall area.
Fruffy Mint.
Good evening, Miss Misty. I always look forward to your show. I'm a student at a certain academy, and I can't stop thinking about one of my instructors. I've been trying to make a move on him, but he just won't take me seriously. What should I do, Miss Misty?
Hey, Musei.
Romantic advice, is it? Secret love between teacher and student. Oh, how bittersweet. But she called him her instructor. Does that mean she goes to some special school? The plot thickens. Well, I really
The
shouldn't,
plot
but
thickens.
why not try getting him alone next week during the Capital Summer Festival? Don't be too aggressive out of the gate. Remember, you're teacher and student, so take advantage of that and work from there. Let's say he's, I don't know, a history teacher. Ask him about something related to class, like the history of Heimdall, as the two of you walk together. If you keep spending time with him like that, then maybe by the time you graduate, you'll have found your way into his heart. Just kidding.
It's impossible. Toa has already taken up more than his entire heart. She's taken up his body and soul.
Oh, and I hope none of you out there are thinking, worry about yourself before you give relationship advice to others. Because I'll have you know, my heart already belongs to all my dear listeners. And that's more than enough for me. Now, moving right along.
And I'm smoking fucking hot and could probably get any guy I wanted. Fluffy Mint. Could she have been any more obvious? Misty's advice was way too on the nose. Fuck her. Because I'm a history teacher.
That about wraps up this week's show. Like I mentioned earlier, Heimdall's Summer Festival starts next week. I hope you're all able to enjoy the festivities, and maybe have a tearful reunion with some old friends. Summer's finally in full swing now, but keep an eye out for sudden shifts in the weather, and make the most of your time.
God, I remember how big of a mind it was when it was revealed that Misty from Aventime was Vita Clotilde, who was Vita. Like, holy crap, just knowing that was absolutely insane.
My name is Misty, and I'll be signing off. I hope to see you all again next Aventime.
Shifts in the weather. What does she mean by that? No, I shouldn't put too much weight on her words. I'm swamped with grading tests, Panzer Soldat training and field exercises as it is. Oh, and I made that promise to Toa too. Yeah, you did. Alright, everything should be set now. Oh, it's almost time. Oh, okay. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I think the end of CS1 is still my favorite. So epic. Yeah, that's one of the biggest regrets I have with my channel, because I forgot to upload or export the last stream of CS1, where my mind was just blown, and for a good 30 minutes, all I could say was just, what? What? Like, I feel like looking back on it, I'm just like, I'm such an idiot. I've dropped the ball at like the most important part. Oh, there he is. Good evening, Reen. Hey, Lisa, you too, Emma and Machias. Sorry I'm a little late. No worries, we just started the call now. It's been about a month and a half since we met in Crossbell, though. Oh, I'm guessing you tuned into Aben, right? Aben time, right, Reen? Oh yeah, you too, Machias? Your timing's too perfect to be coincidence. I was listening too, and that woman is so frustrating. We're running all over trying to find her, and she's just taunting us over the radio. It does relieve me to hear her voice every week, though. Her broadcasts are pre-recorded, right? I wonder if anyone knows where she is. I have been considering trying to track her from the recordings she leaves. It would probably be better to ask Elisa about her father another time. Oh, really? What's wrong, Reen? Oh, it's nothing. Ah, right. Our next field exercises are going to be in Heimdall. Ah, really? Excellent. That means we can begin preparing for Class 7's reunion. It feels like it's been forever since the last time we were all together. Yeah, so true. We need to decide on a place and time. Let me know as soon as you figure something out. We'll need to contact the others, Elliot, Gaius, Eustace, and Million. What, you're not going to try and contact Azure Siegfried? Oh, right. Will Fee, Laura, and Instructor Sarah be there with you, Reen? I've heard some crazy rumors. Oh, actually, before we get to that, care to tell us about Fluffy Mint from the radio? So it was you she was talking about after all. Figured that was the case as soon as Misty mentioned the capital. Elisa is not happy. Now I'm curious, give us the details, Reen. Isn't she one of the students who just joined your class? Well, I can't say for sure that it's just her just yet. It's probably just Misty trying to mess with me. That is definitely something I can see her doing. Lisa was not happy that someone is going after her man, except he's not her man, he's Toa's man, and you should know it, Elisa. Like, let's be clear here. If we're gonna go down the list, it's Toa, then Fee, then Laura, then maybe you, but Instructor Sarah's possibly higher, and then you, then Milliam, then Emma. Like, we need to be clear here. Elisa, you have no chance in hell. After Reen had finished preparing for the next day's class, he met with Toa on the roof of the school building. Together, they prepared for the astronomy lesson before the students arrived. Yeah. How's it going, Toa? A beautiful night under the stars. Embrace me, my love. Alright, everything is good now. Reen, can you come give it a look too? Sure thing. Wow, this is amazing. Look at this skybox. The sky's just full of stars. Feels like I could reach out and touch them. Right? Tonight's the perfect night for stargazing. Thank you, Reen. I'm so glad we went through the trouble of fixing my grandfather's telescope. No, thank you, Toa. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to get such an amazing look at this starry sky. I guess we help each other out then. But really, thank you, Reen, for always giving me strength and courage. And thank you, Toa, for being a cute button that you are. I'm really grateful to you, even from back when we were students. Toa. Oh, there they are. Sup? This is where we're doing the astronomy lesson, right? Looks like we walked in on quite the moment. That's not true. Settle down, guys. Looks like everyone's here now, so let's get started. Wow, it's beautiful. You know, I believe it's proper to let the youngest go first. Oh, so you're going to be the youngest when it's convenient for you, is that it? My, but it truly is a gorgeous starry sky we have over us tonight.
I gave up on having this lesson at first, but we were able to make it happen anyway. Now I know that we can overcome anything together.
Yes. Yeah, let's keep doing our best. Together. Yeah. Will you marry me? The extracurricular lesson turned out to be a big success, and the branch campus bonds were even stronger for the next field exercises. Your bond with Toa strengthened. Gotta flex! Just dab on it. I will save. Ugh. See, I'm actually tempted to go and bring up my failure with not uploading the last episode or stream of CS1. But I'm tempted to go back into CS1 and just watch it, like watch myself, and see where exactly I started to turn into like the Super Toa fan. Because like there's one clip where I'm already there and we're in Heimdall and it's like, where's Toa? I need to find Toa. I was told Toa was here. And like, I'm like, okay, so it happened prior to that point, and I want to figure out where exactly it occurred. So I might do that at some point, but I should probably finish watching Sky the Third before I go back and watch myself play Cold Steel 1. Ah, yes, the grades.
Are you serious?
Sydney at 88. That's not bad. Hi, back. Hey, what's up, Boris? See, how do they even have that? Oh, yeah, because they're putting them together with the regular Thors. Because I was like, there's only like 20 kids here. Una Crawford at 45. It's pretty damn good.
Not bad at all.
Freddie at 80.
Yeah, seems about right.
Ah, man. I'm a right dunce when it comes to literature.
Literature.
I got a good score. Hooray!
Oh, you have one save all the time? Okay. So when you do something, you're locked in.
Yeah, right in the middle of the bell curve.
Right in the middle.
What a relief.
Well, technically I got above average, right?
Not even technically, you're 45 out of 120. Oh, wow.
Ah, nice.
I'm surprised Ash got is 20th. I'm surprised he's that low. Because he's lower than Tita, Altina, Musei, and Kurt. Like, really?
That's what I expected, I guess. I wish I'd done a little better.
Tatiana.
Oh, hey! I got a pretty good score.
Not bad.
Woohoo!
Decent.
Within the expected range.
Here's competition. Why'd I expect from a prestigious school?
My hard work has paid off.
The two highest scores are...
See, I wonder how this would have changed if I got every question correct. Cedric, Rise Honor, and Ada. I got the lowest score at the branch campus? And Kurt got 3rd place? No fair! All you must do is work harder next time. His Highness was 1st, then 2nd and 5th are those two. That's the genuine idea. My actions are set in stone, I'm going back to fix things. Yeah. See, I just have a bunch of saves in case something goes wrong with the stream, or like a save file gets corrupted, and it's like, well, I'm shit out of luck. I have to start everything over again. I at least have some backups. I didn't do too bad, but I still ended up losing to Ash. Gotta hand it to you, man. Don't go overestimating me. Wow, Musa, you were in the top 10. But you got a perfect score in the technology section, Tita. Nice work, Allie. I got the score I expected, but I'm a little frustrated I didn't do well in the written answer questions. Hey, Cedric is 1st. Yeah, he is. My score's not bad, but am I the lowest in class 7? There's only like 5 of you, dude. And you're obviously not the smartest. I mean, what the heck? Everyone else is in the top 20! How's that fair? Kurt and Musa sure are amazing. Don't forget Altina and Ash. They scored really high, too. Here! This sheet's got the rankings by class! That's totally different. Class 1-1, Class 1-7, Class 1-2, Class 1-9. Okay. Oh man, we were so close. We still performed admirably. We can at least be proud of that. I'm still a little disappointed. Nevertheless, it is still a high rank. I'd say we save face. They'd better watch out. We're coming for him next time. I did lose a save on Sky 5 with 150 hours. Then I got a save manager. Yeah, see, it's stuff like that where I just would not want to lose something that big. Speaking of Disgaea 5, we have any new votes and Twitch picks? Oh, okay. We got one for Disgaea 5. Not going to reveal who, but I'm pretty sure I know who voted for that. And then Dragonstar Varnier. So that's another Compile Heart game similar to Mega Dimension Neptunia or other games in that vein. So, okay. Remember everyone, please vote, Twitch picks, just for the next game I play. Very much appreciate it. And eventually all those games will be played. I'm just asking for essentially the order. But man, good job, Kurt. You got 3rd place. Top score at the branch campus. Yeah, I certainly put my all into it. But His Highness got 1st, and that girl who got 2nd. Is she the one that showed up during Panzer Soldat training in May? I think the guy who got 5th is the other one. I feel like you could aim for a higher score, Ash. That's rich coming from you. You getting 9th is fishy as hell. You got a lower score on purpose, didn't you? Oh my, I think you may be overestimating me a touch. This seems like a trust issue, but in reverse. Enough about everyone's high scores. See, this is one where I really do wish, 1, I read the questions carefully, and 2, they gave you enough points, enough study points to go with every kid. But that's presumably a New Game Plus thing. Not too shabby, huh? Or I looked up the answers. I wish I did that. Yeah, everyone really put their all into it, right? Well, while still keeping up with their activities, no less. Now I have 300 hours on the new save. Okay, you know what? Makes up for it. Academics is not about winning or losing. That said, I'm pleased to see we were able to keep pace with the main campus. And now that we're done with all of that, we can announce the next field exercise location. But before that, that one thing we talked about is really going to shock everyone. Yeah, I was pretty floored when I heard it from that professor. Can't believe it's that type of Panzer Soldat. Well, don't look at me. That was the first I'd heard of it too. Guys, come on. I was floored. AP increased by 1. Yeah. It was I probably could have gotten like 2 or 3 based on, because I missed 2 questions, I believe. What is this? Oh, it's Big Chungus. I fought several of you. Colossal Panzer Soldat, Goliath, Noah. Yes, hello, Big Chungus. It's frickin' enormous, and its left arm is its weak point. Huh. Guess this is another Panzer Soldat. Its name was Goliath, correct? The Imperial Army uses approximately 10 of these. Why is one here? Rather, how is one here? It's way too big to bring by train. Maybe by airship? Yeah, that's exactly right. That's a big lad. It's a big Chungus. It's a big boy. It was delivered late last night, hanging by cables from 3 military airships. Frick. That's a lot of coordination. And why'd you even bring it here? In the first game, you need to collect books and ask questions before to get the score up. That is 1 day before the test. Okay, I'm curious about this one then. Whether or not it's just getting the questions right, or if you have to actually go collect the things. I didn't even notice because I think I did everything on that day, with the exception of study point stuff where I couldn't do everything. Didn't even notice. That explains the engine sounds I heard. Oh, so that's what that mountainside shadow was. You were watching it? See, we got a sudden notice from the Imperial government. It wants to test out the new model of giant soldat. But since it can't be transported by train, we can only borrow it for a short time. We're gonna have everyone try it out and do a mock battle with it. Understood. I can't say its appearance is very elegant. The operation check is all finished. You can get it moving anytime now. Tita and all you in military finance, I'll need help with all the maintenance stuff. Yes. Now this is what I'm talking about, troops. You cannot beat it. See, it's almost interesting that they even give it a humanoid shape at this point, because it can't even walk. Do you have crafts to lower strength and overwhelms? Probably. It's the final model listed in his notes. But why send it here now? Man, I only tried that thing out for a little bit, but I could already tell it's way too complicated to expect students to just pick up. Yeah, apparently even in the Imperial Army, there are only a few who can handle it. V from the Imperial Liberation Front must have been pretty talented. And he's dead now! And he was set up so hard and wanted revenge for something so stupid, even though that was literally his job that he'd signed up for, basically. Blech. Glad he's dead. To be honest, I'd rather not end up in a situation where we need such a massive war machine. No arguments here. On top of that, it's a huge pain to lug around. That's enough, Wayne. You're up next, Uni. Enough with that Uni thing already. Good work. I don't know about that. I feel defeated. I didn't expect it would be so difficult for me to grasp its controls. Get V to drive it. Well, it's got great power, but it's way too slow. Indeed, it doesn't seem suited for sniping either. I don't really hate it, but it's not very balanced. I think it might be pretty confusing unless you're used to handling lots of power, like... Altina! This is your mech! Me? It's true that I'm used to controlling Clom Soleis. You were also concerned about not being able to find a model that felt right for you. Yeah, well, if this one's up your alley. Okay, last but not least, Altina. I'll give it a try. Good luck. Do be careful. God damn. Am I getting things in...
Orbital engine engaged. All actuators on.
Gotta close that.
Altina Orion, beginning test operation of Goliath Noah.
Move left and right. Up and down. Good thing no one's accidentally firing off the weapons. Woo! You go, Allie! This is the best it's gone yet. Give the lolly OP weapons. Yes. Hey, not bad at all. Yeah, we might be able to have a mock battle with it. Okay, that's enough. Altina, think you're up for a mock battle? It'll be you against multiple machines. Mission accepted. Ready for practice combat. Yuna, Kurt, Musei, and Ash, board your machines. You got it. She'll be quite the opponent. Feels kind of unfair for all of us to be ganging up on the little bunny. Oh, I don't know. We may get hurt if we don't give it our all. Match will be over when either the Goliath or all 4 of the other machines are damaged. But don't forget, it's a mock battle. Try not to go too crazy. Okay then. Ready? Go! Fight! Changing partners. You can swap partners during the divine battles by pressing right. If anyone in the battle becomes incapacitated, a reserve combatant will take their place. Okay, just introduce that right now. EXO equipment. I didn't check to see if I could make a speed 3. Unfortunate. Should check that. Kestrel. gonna swap them in for right now. Reduce Goliath's HP to 30%. S'il vous plaît. Let's pop your strength down.
Very well.
Let's see if your arm is still weak. It is! Cool.
It's mine.
Time to blow up the school, basically. Yep. Basically. Essentially. Definitely. Okay, that's an impede. Yeah! I do like how they kept that from CS2, where Big Chungus has arm weakness. So limit is 3 people at once. Yes! Yes it is. You know, I'll freaking delay you.
Sure.
Yeah. And then because I delayed you, I'll just delay you again.
That's what you get for being careless.
And now... I'm gonna presume your body is... Nope, okay. Body is never weak. Buster missile! Yeah.
My turn.
Okay. Please get delayed.
Yes.
Okay.
As your wings.
Strength down, please.
Got this.
Gonna impede you.
It's mine.
There.
Let's go. Yeah. There. It's mine.
There. Charging. Yes.
Okay.
As your wings. Let's go. Keep it up.
My turn.
Okay, perfect. Now just do that, unite.
Everyone, go.
And yes, the limit is 3 people at once. Because I feel like if you had 4 robots, it would be a little too easy.
My turn.
Oh god. Let's just take this time to...
It's down. It's mine.
It's my turn. Yeah. Another chin. Keep it up.
Very well. There. It's mine. I got this. Yeah. It's mine.
It's my turn. As your wings. Another chin. Keep it up.
Did it.
Oh, did we win?
Not even that difficult. Didn't even have to bring Yuna in. That cute voice when she gets damaged on that big chunk of metal. Lol. Yeah. She probably can't even feel it. Just like... Oh. You bumped into my BMW. We just need to damage it a little, right? I mean, down to 30%. Indeed, it appears we made a crack in its outer armor. We won, but it sure doesn't feel like a victory. Yes, this may be a very difficult machine to face in a true battle. Alright, that's enough. Good job, Altini. Altini. Altina, can you hear me? Huh? Altina, is something wrong? She ain't moving at all. The hell? This... Everyone, defensive positions. Bakana! Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't post links, please. What the? Altina? What's going on? Can she not hear us? She's being possessed by evil? Oh. Oh, what? Okay, Clam Soleil seems to be doing some weird shit. Did she lose control? I'll jump in the Hector and... No, I'll go. I mean, he can also get a Hector. Valimar! The Divine Knight. Acknowledged. Teleport. Instructor. We leave this to you. Was not expecting this, but I am happy with it. Valimar, can you detect what's going on inside that machine? Scanning internal area, it seems the girl is in a trance-like state. I don't know the details, but it seems highly likely she is operating the machine while unconscious. In order to stop her, you must cause her to regain consciousness. Why is this happening? Alright, I'll make an opening and then quickly strike the cockpit. Let's go, Valimar. Leave it to me. I am not a human, but I talk like one now. Swing.
I'm up.
Okay.
Yeah! Now! An opening!
It's working.
Let us push through.
It's working. Okay.
Power diminishing. Use of spirit charge advised.
Get back! It's down! An opening!
It's my turn.
Damn it. Oh god,
Can't
holy
lose.
shit.
Yeah.
Just gonna
It's my turn.
pop that.
It's my turn.
Now! An opening!
I'm up.
Now!
It's my turn.
Get back! It's down! An opening!
Let's go.
It's down! An opening!
Oh
Power
god.
diminishing. Use of spirit charge
Yeah, just
advised.
pop that.
Let's go.
Let's impede that.
It's my turn.
Get a little bit of extra time.
Let's go.
God damn, I keep getting notifications.
Enlightened domination!
All right, nice work.
Do you have partners like back in the second game to get EP back? In most fights, yes. In that fight, it didn't seem like I did. Now! Palm! I posted some stuff in the Discord you might like. Okay, I'll have to check that out afterwards.
Altina, are you alright?
Instructor Rain?
See, it's unfortunate because there is a streamer mode for Discord, but it's hotkeyed to hitting the minus button on my numpad, which is also the button I use for the TOA thing. Come on.
Yay! That turned out great!
Oh no, minus is the mute my mic button. That's why. I should probably change some stuff around. That way that doesn't happen. Instructor Reen?
What was I?
Allie, are you okay?
Has she regained consciousness?
Everyone. I remember fighting everyone in the mock battle, and then...
It would appear her memory is a bit fuzzy.
Doesn't look like she's hurt, though. Hey, you better get out of there already.
Oh, look at Ash. Being like, okay, come on, like, let's make sure you're safe. Not head damaged. Hugs. Yes, you can hug her. You handled that nicely. Was that one of your 8 leaves moves? Yeah, it's probably the 8th form, for when you're without a weapon. I'm glad everything turned out okay. You're just full of surprises. What's your take on what just happened? Something must have happened to either Altini or the machine itself. I can't say. She is a bit of a unique case. But it felt like something was wrong with the Goliath itself, too. Yeah, you're right. Either way, seems the old man's taking an interest in it. Yeah, I'll ask him about it later. Oh? Hello, Gnome Pod. It looks like the thing in Star Wars that shoots the lasers that Luke has to
Number
deflect.
74 has demonstrated it satisfies the conditions. We may now proceed to the final sequence.
Oh, and just instant transmission. Whoa. Instant transmission? Why? That's crazy. Erebonian Empire. Wow, we're gonna have a field exercise around the capital? That'll be a nice change of pace. Maybe I can pop back home and pay my family a visit. Wait, so it overlaps with the summer festival? We can party too? Our departure will be early Saturday morning. Needless to say, we haven't much time. I know the date is close, but make sure you're fully prepared. Come on. Let's make it so my title of the episode isn't a lie. Let's get to the capital. Just like I thought. You still torn up about what happened earlier? They did say it may have been an issue with the orbital circuitry. There was no damage, so you needn't worry about it further. but I lost consciousness and caused trouble for everyone. It's hard to say what would have happened if the instructor hadn't stopped me. Just put it out of your head. Quit worrying about it. I caused a bunch of trouble back at Crossbow, but it's all A-okay now. I remember you pretty much turned into a shut-in after that. That's right. It involved nearly the entire school. Hey, you don't need to dig it all up, all that up again. Come on. As I said before, we are classmates. If one of us is in need, the rest of us will lend our aid. Cheesy as hell, but he's not wrong. In only 3 days, our special missions will begin. Yep, we're gonna need your help for sure, Allie. I'm sure we'll find ourselves up against tons of trouble. Everyone. Alright. Yeah, she's smiling. Yeah. Altina's smiling is so nice. Yes, I am Reen. I am happy. I am content. I'm so content, make it 11. I'm gonna guess a B.
Your rank has increased.
Alright.
Here's your reward.
Oh, shit! 3rd domination! I almost kind of wish I didn't make the other one now. But, regardless, it's mine now.
Continue to train hard.
Okay, interesting. Save data. So now I have 3 dominations in one playthrough. Jesus Christ. That's actually perfect because I have 1 on Reen, 1 on Ash, and I'll be able to slot 1 in on Laura when I have to play as her. Because I presume I'll have to play as her. And I might need to take 1 off of Reen and put it on like Aurelia or something. I don't know. Make her really strong. Hello, everyone. I'm a badass bitch. Oh, Principal. You're here early today. Ah, she's coming. Her golden Rakshasa. What? The Principal's soldat. Pablo, everyone else too. Help us load the 6th car. For real? Tita Russell, don't dawdle. Huh? Bring the orbal gear. You just put it through combat training. Are you not going to use it in the field exercises? Yes, I'll go get it. Principal? Professor? After all this time, you decide to join the field exercises now? I've been invited to a party at the Imperial Palace on the first day of the summer festival. Because of that, I figured it would be convenient to tag along with the rest of you. I've been invited to the same party. I've reached a good stopping point in my keep experiments for the moment, so I shall be attending as well. Hey, are these 2 for real? I don't doubt them, but I sense trouble. Yeah, because shit's gonna go down in Chapter 4, as it always does.
These will be our 4th set of field exercises. You should be familiar with the process by now.
Yes.
However, familiarity dulls one's senses. When the world is a battlefield, to be careless spells death. The professor and I will join you this time. Consider our presence a way to help you maintain a sense of urgency. Only 2 years ago, Heimdall's Summer Festival was interrupted by a terrorist attack.
Yeah, we were there! Poor Tita. She has to endure that professor all the time.
Though rumor has it, the terrorists were backed by a certain high-ranking noble.
Whoa, what? Really?
Oh, yes, Aurelia! Yep.
Indeed. The Imperial Liberation Front. They were funded by the former Duke Cayenne.
But it seems we have worse threats to deal with than mere terrorists now.
Dude, she's great. She is.
They aren't part of Ouroboros, nor are they Jaegers. They're agents of the country that threatens our empire most.
Principal.
God, so much for keeping things under wraps.
Fuck.
Sorry, man. Must be rough.
Randy to Michael. Dude, must suck to have to deal with her.
I've already given up.
Michael, he gets it.
There's no need for us to be overwary.
Because I'm strong.
Both Lemaire and Ordis were saved from crisis. When the railway cannons were pointed at you, you held fast, with courage befitting the horned lion of Thors.
Tanya was like, I was courageous? She's intimidating yet restrained. Yeah, she is. She doesn't throw her betterness in your face all the time. You just know she is. So it's like, ooh, okay. And any woman that can wield a sword that's bigger than her is great and intimidating. Let's go over them. Laura, Rishia Mao, her. There we go.
We have but a single objective this time. To prove to this nation that your honor is no mere coincidence.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Damn, that's some battle cry.
Yeah, she truly is a great general.
I can see why the Imperial Army and Intelligence Division still have their eyes on her.
Yeah, because she could lead a fucking civil war by herself, probably.
Have you finished maintenance on the areas I assigned you?
To keep his sanity, he is in denial. Yes, yes he
I
is.
modified it so it automatically changes the output limit of the actuator. And for the posture limiter when landing?
Oh, what, Selston isn't coming to bottle us?
Go get him, everyone! Please stay safe.
We'll catch you at the summer festival.
I pray you find success on your field exercises.
That is such a very polite way to say it. I pray you find success on your field exercises. Look at me standing with perfect posture. If I move my arms up 90 degrees, I shall assert dominance. T-pose to assert dominance.
Hey, you got a pack of cigarettes for me?
Guess they're gone. Seems like stuff's getting bad. Maybe I'll talk to Mama about it.
Hey, Reen.
Looks like the branch campus students are gonna make their debut in the capital soon. Well then, I'll have to consult with Director Michael when I put together the proposal.
I wonder if Instructor Thomas will be there.
Just as Sir Thomas said.
How did the battle end? Didn't see it. The battle with Altina? Like the mech battle? We won. She was possessed, it seemed, possibly by the gnomes. We don't know that yet. It's weird. It looked like Clem Sileus was putting her under a mind spell. I don't know. This is Sir Thomas.
I will need to be ready to move at a moment's notice.
Because I'm a secret knight of the... See, I will say, it is interesting knowing that, like, the canon playthrough of the Cold Steel games is the New Game Plus playthrough, at least for 2. Still wonder what's downstairs at Jingo's shop and crossbow games. They never let you go downstairs. Monk's voice is odd. His voice is like a weird, like if he was an odd stalker guy, it would be that kind of voice. But he's not a stalker.
Hey, Reen.
Yes, Max battle. He started, had to go off PC. Yeah, it was a 3-fight. We won the first part pretty handedly, and then it was Valimar versus Big Chungus solo. Or where's HQ in the 8th Septarian or something? Yeah, that would be great. And just, oh yeah, we randomly just have another Septarian here. You know, no biggie. It's fine. As you're aware, we will be arriving at Heimdall Central Station in approximately 30 minutes. Once we complete our inspection and load the necessary supplies, we'll proceed to the field exercise grounds near the Southern Main Line. Also... these fuckers. Further announcements? Principal Le Guin? Nothing in particular. Please, continue. Just pretend I'm not even here. The stars of our field exercises are you, instructors, and the students. Yeah, pretending you're not here is easier said than done. Do the two of you plan to participate in instructing the field exercises too? This will be a good opportunity to study the way the students operate their equipment. The celebration is still 3 days from now. It wouldn't do to simply while away our time until then. We'll be around, so if anything happens, don't hesitate to call. Don't hesitate. Got it. Very well. And Boris, since you just got back, I'm bringing this up every so often. Just Twitch picks. Pick my next game I play. Right now there are 2 votes in, tied between Disgaea 5 and Dragonstar Varnier. Goes for anyone watching. Please vote. So she won't help at all. Or she'll just mop up literally everything afterwards. She'll put a mop head on the tip of her massive sword and just mop up all the problems. Since the summer festival is approaching, all of Heimdall is more excitable than usual. I advise those of you in Class 7 to be ready for anything while conducting your missions. Understood. In that case, dismissed. Dismissed? Yeah. See, it's funny because they recently put out a patch with some text correction, but apparently they didn't get all of them because there aren't 3 S's in dismissed after the I, or after the MI. Dismissed. Once we arrive at the station, be sure to move quickly. Typos. It won't be long before we get there, but maybe I'll make my rounds. How do you do that? Got no clue, sorry. Just put your mouse over the video player and something should pop out on the right, whether it should look like a... and it should just say Twitch picks, and you can click on it, and it should bring up a voting thing. So the principal and the professor are going to be with us this time. We'll be safe with them, but I can't shake this feeling. I think I'll see how Class 7 and the other instructors feel about all this. Yeah, I thought about making it like an extension underneath the channel, but I thought that having it as like an overlay so you wouldn't have to stop watching would just be a slightly better thing. Hey, Lisa, are you going to take a break with the others? Yes, but I need to finish up some communication work here first. We're in contact with Heimdall Station right now. There are a lot of other trains also running on our track at this time. I see. That makes sense. Traveling during the day is going to be different than traveling late at night. Sorry to interfere with your work. Good luck with everything. Thank you. There's Line Train Station. Wherever Stark. Done. Let's see. Ooh, Disgaea 5. Looking like it. It's about 30 minutes to Heimdall Central Station by train. This is a lot faster than the usual trip. We'll be there in no time. Good to hear. We're counting on you to get us there safely, Stark. Of course, leave it to me. Hey, Michael. How's it going? Didn't expect the principal and the professor to actually come with us. They claim it's because they were invited to the celebration of the castle, but... Oh, and thank you for the vote, Boris. I appreciate it. That's a good point. Wonder what made them suddenly decide to come with. I suppose it doesn't change anything for us instructors. That's right, you finally get it. You and I come from different backgrounds and each have our own goals, but our task of leading the students remains unchanged. Your special op missions in Heimdall may bring to light a number of issues, so good luck. Yes, understood. Wait, issues? Well, you'll understand soon enough. Just be ready for anything. That makes me even more worried. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's that. Let's take a nice little shower. Get my CP maxed for no actual reason. Okay, how's it going, you guys? Oh, Principal Le Guin talking to Muse. Oh, Instructor Reen. Schwarzer, making your rounds? What are you two doing? Come to think of it, it's pretty rare to see the two of you together. We're both nobles from the Lamea, so of course we share some connections. We'll have a nice little chat from time to time, though I certainly can't relate when it comes to swordsmanship. I see. I heard they left together on the last day of our field exercise at Ordis. Oh, right, Muse. Whatever happened to you stealing Schwarzer's heart? Well, it's pretty tough to get because Toa has it under lock and key. But I have no doubt his unquenchable passion for me is growing by the day, ready for the carnage that is about to get started. Come on, not you too, Principal. They completely changed the topic all of a sudden. What of your competition, Muse? I've heard all about Princess Alpha and even Schwarzer's little sister. Rumor has it you're to be the princess's dance partner at the upcoming celebration. Oh no, Her Highness was just joking. I haven't even been invited to the celebration. You never know. You may receive a royal summons at any time. If you were to be the princess's dance partner, you may very well end up her partner. Much like Elise, it seems I have my work cut out for me. You mustn't neglect your pride as a woman. Give it your all. Oh, but of course. I don't stand a chance against the two of them teamed up. You don't stand a chance against most of them anyway. Princess Alpha and your sister and all the ladies of the old Class 7, Antoa. I'm sure lesser men burn with jealousy seeing you surrounded by so many lovely ladies. Please don't tease me like that. Okay. According to Principal Le Guin, all you need to make your heart's desire real is enough drive and a bit of force. I hope you're looking forward to what I have in store for you. You really never let up, Muse. Tone it down a little. Come on. I get the feeling they're hiding something, though. Yes, they are. Very much so. Oh god, I freaking love interactions with Musei because he's just done with so much shit. He's like, I have problem children in the first 3 kids, and then Ash comes in and he's just sassing me left and right, being an asshole to me, and I deserve it because he's not wrong a lot of the time. And then Musei comes in and just wants to pull down my pants and give me a beach. It's about 30 minutes to Heimdall. That's so fast. But this time, our enemy is the Republic of Calvard. I knew this clash between 2 arch enemies was destined, but my mother also once lived in Calvard. I have mixed emotions about this. That makes sense. Principal can join in the fun too. Yeah, except with her, it's not even a competition. She would straight up be like, nah, you fucking me. No choice here. I want you, you're mine. I never imagined the principal would join us this time. I'm nervous, but her presence here makes me want to work even harder. I never thought there would be agents from the Republic here either. It's to be expected by now, but our field exercises are always somewhat complicated. I'm curious, because I imagine in this game you can't romance Principal Gwyn, but I wonder if in CS4 you can, because that would be funny. I mean, you in the kitchen is really helpful, handy, cooking skills are good, get you in cooking club. Hey, Yuna, how's it going? Oh, it's not every day on kitchen duty. Wanted to help take the load off Sandy. Want anything to drink? Just let me know, Instructor Reen. Sure, thanks, Yuna. That said, I feel like this is in Heimdall, huh? Isn't that where Kurt used to live? Yeah, same with Wayne and Instructor Toa. It'd be nice to go and meet their families if we get the chance, that is. That said, Instructor Reen, you are, of course, going to meet up with the rest of Old Class 7, right? I'm not really sure what you mean by of course, but yeah, I am. We finally might be able to all meet up for once. I don't know the exact details yet, but I plan on getting permission to leave tonight. Reen will join her harem. Yes. Aurelia probably has a dude harem, because she is that strong and hot. If there were a Trails game and Aurelia was the main character, I wouldn't mind. What weapon is this Jessica using? I think she uses a spear. Plan on getting permission to leave tonight. And I believe you actually play as her in a side quest. Or in a side quest. I see, so that means Elisa and Laura and Emma and Fee too. Scandalous. Could you stop making all these accusations? Because literally, the one who won't make it scandalous is right here, because she's the only one for me, so you can shut the hell up! Hey, how's it going, Ash? In my opinion, one of the biggest attractions in Heimdall is the Imperial Museum. Of course, Dracula's Plaza and Mater Bark aren't bad either. Why are you getting all excited? You're from Heimdall. Besides, we all know the real attraction is the race course. Yeah, they got a bunch of fancy bathhouses, too. Don't forget about the Garnier District, where they got all the entertainment. The Opera House, casinos, clubs. Man, if I don't need to play the part of a responsible teacher, I could really let loose there. Instructor Randy, shouldn't you be scolding Ash instead of agreeing with him? Well, they don't even let students place bets on the race course, but I'll keep that to myself now. Here, Kurt, I'll give this to you, okay? Now, okay? I think you should talk with Instructor Ian as well. Yes, you're right. I apologize for the trouble. This is about your request for leave. Instructor. Yep, that's right. I'm sure it'll depend on where exactly you'll be going for your special op missions, but if everyone's going to be in Heimdall anyway, then might as well go visit home. Well, it's close enough to visit on the weekends, so I don't think it's really necessary. That said, I haven't been home since school began, so I should probably visit at least once. You definitely should. If we get a chance, I'd like to come say hello as well. Your mother lives in the Leica district, right? Yes, but as you know, my brother and father are away. Either way, I'll let you know once we've figured out where our special op missions will take us. Bye. There's a similar choice to some blue-haired girls that is home to a famous lance user. Yeah, because isn't there... Yeah, because Laura's blue-haired, and I believe there's like a lance school, because the S is for Sandlot, and she used lance. Blue hair. Kurt's become so much more open than he was at the start. Seems he really looks up to you now, Reen, don't you think? Well, I don't know about that. Compared to his father and brother, there's still plenty I'm lacking in as a role model. The head of the Vander School and Lieutenant Colonel Mueller. Wonder how they're doing. Prince Oliver, too. Yeah. Alright, your house is in Heimdall, too, right? Are you going to stop by while we're there? Yeah, I think so. Haven't been home in a while myself. My aunt's been asking me to visit, so I plan on stopping by when I've got time. I see. That's right, both their parents passed away a while ago. They were scholars, I think. She told us literally last week, dude. Alright, I need to give Wayne his documents too. See you later, Reen. See ya. Bye. I'll go visit your family and introduce myself as the groom-to-be. Hey, how's it going? Okay, everything's all set. You're approved for leave, Wayne. Didn't realize we're from the same part of the city. Oh, neither did I. My family only moved there after the Civil War, actually. What a strange coincidence. Okay. What's up, guys? Whew. Hey, yo, what's up, Freddy? You like your trident? Maybe in the capital, but outside the city walls, it's survival of the fittest. So in other words, it's no different from everything we've been doing up till now. So let's eat, sleep well, and train well. Sure thing, that sounds simple enough. Hey, how's it going, Tito? Hey, you load the Obel gear this time, right? Yeah, Professor Schmidt asked for it kinda out of the blue, as though I'm going to be fighting. I might be joining everyone in combat tactics for field exercises, or you guys in special ops during a dungeon or something. I see. Just be careful not to get hurt. Of course. Agat's here in Heimdall, too. I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of him. Haha, I see. So he is coming. That's reassuring. Okay. Derflinger. It's a Derflinger. I fling Derfs. Hello. That's everything from the Goliath's data analysis. Started liking music from the first trailer the game had. Only she can get this Emma standard for me. Ah, so you're an Emma man. Okay. Interesting. That's everything from the Goliath's data analysis. Though I suspect it doesn't provide any answers to your question. No, it was enough. Thank you. Altina? Instructor Reen. Schwarza. It's rare to see you two talking. Is this about what happened the other day? Yes, about how the Goliath went wild under my control. Professor Schmidt and a technical officer from the Imperial Army were investigating the incident. I see. Did you figure anything out? There were no issues with the Goliath itself. It's pure machinery, no mystical components like the Divine Knights have. That said, Panzer Soldaten still have systems designed to trace the tendencies of their pilot and give feedback. To put it in layman's terms, her synchronization with the Goliath could be considered too good. The high potential this girl holds to control machinery, such as her combat shell, combined with her extremely high sync rates, led to a psychological resonance of sorts between her combat shell and the Goliath. I prefer the new Class 7 characters to the old Class 7, to be honest. I feel like it depends. I feel like Class 7, because it had so many more characters, they were trying to kind of spread out and make sure that you could get a touch on all the walks of life that you might be dealing with in Erebonia. Whereas this new Class 7 is all about kind of delving into very specific issues that people might have, given their specific standings. Ugh. That is my current hypothesis. I see. As Valmar's pilot, I think I sort of understand. I remember letting my power loose like that back during the Northern War. Yes, what you did was somewhat similar. When you did it, you were able to destroy archaisms and save the people they were attacking. But I... Altina. So long as that combat shell remains a black box, this is all I can tell you. This is a problem you will need to deal with on your own, Black Rabbit. You may have been artificially created, but you are a living organism with cognition and will. You're no different from a human. Oh, wow. That's surprising to hear from you, man. Professor. What does the workshop mean to you? What is the relation between your combat shell and yourself? You need to figure out the answer to those questions, difficult though it may be. Altina, I'm okay. No, I'm sorry. I just wanted you here. Having Clom Slays by my side feels so normal. I never really questioned it. But I'll start thinking more about it from now on, and about myself as well. I'll always be here to help you. Let me know if you ever want to talk. And of course, Yuna and the others are willing to help you too. Yes. Of course, I must still carry out our special op missions in the capital. I don't want to lose to Milliam either. I'll put my effort into both things. Yeah, good idea. I'll do what I can to support you. Understood. She can't get out from the Black Workshop's shadow that easily. But just like the other students. No, maybe even more than them. She's growing up. As her instructor, I couldn't be happier. Okay. How's it going, Valmar? Ah, Reen. Seems they've loaded quite an extraordinary mech. I want to fuck it. Oh, do you mean the Principal Spiegel? Apparently has a different orbital engine in it than the normal models. I'm sure anyone besides the Principal wouldn't even be able to pilot it. I love Altina, too. Yeah, dude, Altina's good. Altina's good. I still wish I could use her Black Rabbit costume from the second game, because it looks so good. Indeed, I recall fighting her before. She was certainly very capable. That aside, is something the matter? I felt a presence in the direction of Heimdall. It felt familiar, nostalgic, but it vanished shortly thereafter. Nostalgic? Was it something from the War of the Lions? I cannot say for certain. It could also have been a simple error in my sensors. Either way, we'll need to keep our guard up, as per usual. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Like how it tells you where all the people are.
Dareflinger Car 1 calling all students of the branch campus.
What's up?
We'll be arriving at Heimdall Central Station momentarily.
Sweet.
Once we arrive, we will also need to carry supplies, so everyone get ready now.
Yeah! Supplies. Not bad. Her voice carried well, but didn't sound tense. I'd better take her advice and head back to my room. Okay. Just those. Okay, just opening up quests in a different tab. Think you can. Might be a DLC or in CS4. Yeah, I'll have to check the DLC. To see. I mean, at this point, I'm not going to buy any DLC, like cosmetic DLC, because I feel like I'm a bit too far in the game to enjoy it all that much. And the PC version's coming out, and the PC is going to be where I want to kind of keep all my Cold Steel games, because like it's always nice when you have one place where you have all the games in a series. That way, it's not like, oh, I have to pull out my PS4 for this game of this series, but then pull out the Switch for this one, and then get my PC for this one, and then go to my Nintendo 3DS for this one. It's nice when it's all just on one system, which is why I want the PC to be. Which is why I might wait for the Crossbell games to make it to PC prior to getting them. Like, I bought this one on PS4 because I was really excited for it, because I played the first two games. But with the Crossbell ones, it's like, I might wait. And hell, those ones haven't even had localization announcement yet. Although we're hoping for, E3 or like PAX East for that kind of announcement. We'll be arriving in Heimdall soon. I should get ready. And hell, those games aren't even out in Japan yet, so unless they are, I don't know. Google. Chat. I issue you a quest with 2 AP. Google when the Crossbow remakes are going to come out in Japan. Oh my god, it's a train with a sword on it. It's a sword train. Except it's not really a sword, it just looks like a wind cutter thing. Before long, the Dareflinger reached Heimdall Central Station. After a 10-minute stop where a quick inspection was performed and supplies were loaded, it continued onward to its destination. Hey guys, how's it going? The station is seriously huge. Here I was thinking Crossbows was big. Well, this is the center of the gigantic road network that spans all of Arabonia. It even has the RMP's logo stamped all over it. RMP, 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 RMP. Check out those show-offs. Oh, does this mean Instructor Claire is here? Yes, though she's always traveling all over Arabonia.
A special armored train will be arriving shortly on Platform 1. Please stand clear of the area.
I'm surprised they don't have, like, guardrails or something. It's gonna be Thor's... The normal Thor's, probably. Look, it's red! Main campus exclusive train, Arc Royale. Whoa, hey, what's that? And not the same mall as the Dareflinger. And that emblem. So, a head-to-head battle, is it? Zero is April 23rd, and Al May 28th. Okay. So we may be getting an announcement at PAX East for a Zero. And a Zero and Al done. I'm surprised they didn't try and put it on like the same disc. Like just as a combination. Or maybe that'll be how they do the PC. I don't know. Not sure. They might release them separately to get as much money as possible. Which is fine, honestly. They're a business. Hey, douchebags. See, I find it absolutely ludicrous that Cedric being like the wimp bitch that he was up until like a year and a half ago, somehow got strong enough to rival like people that have trained their entire lives. Like that, to me, that is ludicrous. Prince Cedric, are those students his aides? I didn't think we'd run into him right out the gate like this. I'm fine with it. Just means things are gonna get fun real quick. Seems this set of field exercise will be interesting indeed. Dude, I would love it if Ash just fucking clocked Cedric in the face. Which is, like... Because Cedric is a douchebag now. I would love it if Ash was just like, you know what? Fuck you and your royalty. I don't give a shit. Pow! Just in the face. Like, right in front of everyone, too. Like, in front of his parents, in front of his sister, in front of Oliver, in front of all the nobles, in front of all his students, or in front of all the teachers and the other students. I would love it. Just pop him right in the kisser. Be like, you're an asshole, you're a douchebag, my mom is dead, my dad is a deadbeat. I wasn't even raised by my biological mother. I've had a terrible life, but look at me, I'm still a badass and cooler than you in every which way, and you're a prick who relies on his nobility, on his royalty status. Fuck you. And I have a really cool axe that turns into a scythe that seems like it's straight out of Ruby. Good news. It seems like I just got a notification saying that I can seemingly apply to be a Twitch affiliate. So hey,
Let's have a little mock battle.
We may have reached the end of the path to affiliate. I like that the new class 7 is smaller, maybe more relatable. Yeah. I will say, World Class 7 still rocks too. So having a smaller amount of people lets you focus more on each individual person. Whereas having a wider cast gives you more options of character. Like you can have more archetypes, which is a lot of what the first game's cast was. It was a lot of very standard archetypes, and they take CS2 and CS3 to kind of develop them beyond simply an archetype. Whereas this one is, hey, let's still have some archetypes, but go beyond it from the get-go and have each character be extremely unique, and we can go into a lot of their immediate problems. Since the machines are, let's have a little mock battle.
We just got here minutes ago, and you already want to start fighting?
You dumb bitch! Did you just call me a dumb bitch? Yes, this game reminds me of a crossbow game. Small, close cast, feels like a little family. Backlife keeps interfering with my free time. Yeah, it happens, man. Life interferes with my stream time. But yeah, is it in the crossbow games where you get to have a fucking wolf in your party? Because I think I remember seeing that on one of the times I chimed in on. Also, the Trail series, Persona 5, and Mass Effect series have ruined video games for me in a sense. One of the games I will be playing as engaging. Okay, so I can definitely understand that. So at least I haven't played Mass Effect, but I've played Persona 5. And what it really comes down to is that Trails and Persona 5 are possibly some of the most peak games in their genre because they invest so much into that kind of storytelling and engagement and depth. Like, you look at Persona 5 and you look at games like Trails and you think there's no possible way that these games could have been produced on a timeline reminiscent of other games. Like with Trails, the fact that all the games have interconnected stories with parts overlapping, characters going in and out of the game series and coming in, and an overarching story, the fact that that is in existence means that it had to have been somewhat planned from the start. And it's insane. In Persona 5, it's a very long game, and has a lot of throughways with characters, interacting with people, all the confidants, and even just its appearance. Because that's the thing. Trails of Cold Steel, looks like a normal JRPG. I can't say anything about it visually that is like, oh, this game, in terms of character design or like other things like super moves or weapon design or something, looks much different than another JRPG. It's pretty standard looking, but it excels in storytelling and does its damn best to make the core mechanics of the game feel really good, whether it's combat or interacting with people. But they finished writing the whole trail story already. Apparently there's another... Apparently, I'm pretty sure the director said they're about halfway through the entire Trails thing. So that means there's another like 15 years worth of games. Holy shit. But in terms of Persona, it looks just so much different than other games, than other JRPG games. It looks different than other Persona games. And that's where it really stands out. Because if anyone has played Persona 5, you know it's all about style. Also, the English versions help a lot, make those games memorable. Yes, that's also true, because they didn't just phone in anime voice cast. They got voice actors who were passionate and were able to deliver good lines and do really good work. That is not right. It's only saying the bar high. Yes, Boris, I agree with you. It's not ruining it. It's setting the bar really high. And I like to say this in terms of like certain animes and anime openings and stuff, but it's almost to a degree of they're making it unfair for other people. In like the best of ways. It's like you look at anime like for me, it's the really good animation in like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and One Punch Man Season 1, where you see that quality and you're like, it's not even fair to other anime because it's such high level. And Persona is not something I played. I played Persona 3, didn't finish it because I just couldn't get into it. So I played Persona 5 and loved it. It was fantastic. But I've put down my controller and haven't hit X in a little bit. But basically, what I want to say is it really just gets down to accepting that not all games will live up to other games. Because both Persona 5 and Trails are games that could easily go over 100 hours. And JRPGs are generally long, but it's usually the 60-hour mark for a lot of them. 40-hour mark for some of them. And trying to put every game in comparison to the greats, the standouts, will bring down the value of any game you look at, honestly. Yeah. So I just try not to compare games that I play that I might have complaints about to games that I don't or that I really enjoy. I just try to look at the games that I'm playing and think, how could this be better if the next iteration were to come? And then try and judge it on its own merits. I can't stand getting butt in on like that. Worst part is she's my boss, so I can't even talk back. Well, for now, simply play along so as not to interrupt the field exercises. Oh, got a hiccup. Talk too much. That aside, didn't even know the main campus had a private train. Does that mean they're doing field exercises near the capital too? Yes, I'm sure they're already setting up their camp northeast of Heimdall by now. The train is called the Arc Royale. Aside from the paint and decorations, it is identical to this train. I'm guessing they intend to work with us to resolve this situation. They probably want to compete more than cooperate. This seems like a bunch of operatives from the Republic are infiltrating the place. In any event, you all must quickly accompany Instructor Herschel to Heimdall Central Station. We're going to the RP headquarters? They're based out of the station, right? Wouldn't it have been more efficient to have gotten off where we stopped there? Well, we still need to set up camp and report in first. Speaking of, the local person in charge here would be Governor Regnitz, right? Ah, we must meet him in Crossbow before. We've met him in Crossbow before. For one of the Empire's elites, he definitely looked the part. Yeah, even though it's super early in the morning, he's going out of his way to meet with us. Since we'll be all cooperating this time, I'll be coming with you, if that's okay. But of course, we'd be delighted to have you along. Make sure everything stays under control. The special op missions will be a bit irregular this time. Main campus aside, I'm sure these Calvard agents are going to be a handful. Make sure you stay safe, everyone. Understood. Off we go then. Imagine if Osborn's trying to pull another fucking Hommel incident, but with Calvard this time, where it's like, all these people dressed up like Calvardians attack the capital. Got to invade. This is actually my first time doing something with you, Instructor Toa. So she took good care of me when I was in military finance. It's only going to be for a short while until we reach Heimdall Station. Oh, I use an arts gun, so I'll also be fighting when the need arises. Oh no, please leave that to us. We can't let someone as small as you fight for us. Small? Well, I guess that's true, but... Hey, come on, Ash! Well, since you're with us, it would be great if you could give us orders. I'd like to see the leadership that commanded the Crimson Wings during the Civil War firsthand. I tend to play most games as much as possible, getting all the little things you can, so 100 hour on a game is normal for me. Yeah. It really depends on the game for me. Like, if the things are out of the way and annoying, then, and they don't give all that much, then I don't do it. Like, when I played any Assassin's Creed game, they would always have like, oh, go get the birds, go get the notes, go get the din. It doesn't do all that much. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I don't care. You're not giving me anything good for collecting these. Let's see what Toho can do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But in a game like this, where it's like, go around, you might get a side quest that gives you some good shit, or you might get AP, or you might get Academy points, and you can get Domination Quartz. Gotta do it. I'd like to see the leadership? Yeah. Really? I hope I live up to your expectations. We can't leave the governor waiting, so let's leave as soon as we're ready. Yes, let's go. Yes! Green got a message on his Arcus too. I get a sense Hamel had an effect in every game up to CS3. I feel like it did, but almost from like a secondary standpoint. With help from Emma. Because it was only really mentioned in this game in regards, but it does greatly affect like the mentality the universe has on Erebonia and what you kind of think of Osborn. Because it's like he orchestrated literally a massacre of his own citizens for the sake of invading another nation, and then they lost the war. So it's... Asked Emma to help me send a thank you message. You just love to be a people pleaser, don't you? Or a pussycat pleaser in this case. Good thing they added cat there. Or a pussy pleaser. You know, nice gifts like these could be misleading for some girls. Just some friendly advice. I do like the ribbon, by the way. Amazing. She learned to use an Arcus just to give me a lecture. Oh well, as long as she likes it. I feel as though I'm visiting Hamel after playing Sky. Yeah. Are you serious? Is she only a... Is she only a person that gives orders? Man, I want to shoot gun. I want a big gun shoot. Right there. Okay. Is that what I want? Kinda is. She is an NPC. Damn. No battle fun. Oh, right. If you're heading around here, would you send a message? No, I shouldn't mix business with person mask. Never mind. Was it for Major Claire by any chance? I've been curious too. What is your relationship with her? I usually don't talk about personal matters, but now that Schwarzer knows, I don't really need to hide it. Major Rival is my cousin. Huh? What? Really? I knew it. I had a feeling, but it's still hard to believe. Yes, both their looks and personality are so different. At the same time, they're somewhat similar. But they're cousins, so, you know, they're pretty separated. Well, either way, that was quite the surprise. Enough with this already. Quit the chit-chat, head to hurry to Heimdall. Major Irving has it tough. Okay, let's head over here. Check in with the girls, see if I get any cool things. Hey, Tatiana.
I'll take a look.
Okay. We don't have enough documents. Sorry, but you can come back me a few more. Okay. Make sure you get with Ash after the games. Looks like you haven't made too much progress. Okay. Hey, Valerie.
I'll take a... this is wonderful.
174 cases logged. Thank you for the power. Looking for your next report. Enhancement rating. Cool. Okay. I'm not going to talk to everyone. Just coming through just to make sure there isn't any special stuff. And once again, I'm so thankful for Turbo Mode. Hey, where you doing? You know, you're in Class 7 heading to Heimdall now. Yep, gonna meet the governor. Maintain your spear. Looks like you're more into it than usual. Prince of Gunnar can't help it. Remember, chance to demonstrate results of my training. Good luck, Jessica. There's the spear. Yeah, you get to play as her against Reen in one side quest. Okay. Ostia, field exercise camp. I think that's where my last fish is. Like the last person I need to fish with. Hey, how's it going, Sandy? Sure, Dr. Reen, everyone. If you could help me with something. Something. What is it? Well, my parents sent me something. It's a legendary recipe they found in storage. Legendary. Sounds fishy. How dare you? I haven't actually eaten it before, but according to my mom, it tastes out of this world. It's on our regulars list as top 3 dishes. You have a ranking? I'm curious. That's legendary. Like the analyze, she added lowers resistance on the monsters, did some testing with them in the second game at the final dungeon. Yeah, I played with her whenever possible because, you know, you only get to use her twice in CS2. Is there a reason you can't cook it anymore? Requires a certain rare ingredient called moon truffle. Truffles, aren't those like rare, expensive mushrooms? Yes, something like that, but I've never heard of moon truffles. Never heard of it either. Pretty rare for you to not know something. In other words, it must be truly rare. Yep, that's rare. That's right. It's shaped like a normal truffle, but has a silver glisten. Some people call it the queen of all truffles, but according to my notes, they can be found around Heimdall. Oh, really? They're rare, so they still aren't easy to come by. They're usually found in damp, deserted areas. I see, so you're saying you want us to look for them. Yep, precisely. Recipe calls for 1, but I'd ideally like 3. Would you be able to help me revive this legendary recipe? Once it's complete, you'll be the first to eat it. Definitely. You're all okay with this, right? We want to eat this. Of course, we have no reason to decline. Well, can't say no to good food. Curious about the dish, too. After returning once we completed the task. Alright, sounds like a plan. Thank you, everyone. Legendary recipe. South Ostia Highway, West Ostia Highway, Heimdall Underground Passage 2. Okay. And I can complete this on the second day of stuff, but... yeah.
Got
it. HP. Yeah, make power. I'll make it shield. Don't really use defense. There we go.
Come again.
Insert HP 3, power 3, speed 3. Cool. Talk. How are things going? Professor pointed out the things, made several improvements. Good to hear. Yo, what's up? Theme of our exercises will be defending Heimdall. We'll start with hand-to-hand combat in the morning. Perhaps I'll play the part of the enemy. If you're in the enemy, we're going to need a whole army. But since you offered, I think I'll take you up on that. Go and give someone like you should be good experience for the kids. Glad you understand. Good luck, Randy. Yeah, he's going to need it. Yo, see you, Neko. Hope you have a nice day. She busted out her business at the last minute, probably on purpose too. Really ticks me off. Look at this. Maybe she's testing you. Or you consider this principal's way of showing affection. Or perhaps they're both right, Randolph. What? No one asked you. Guess I'll have to suck it up. Heading out, Class 7. Wish you success on your special ops. There's a mushroom from I know. Tastes like a bottle of gasoline. Been told that by someone who used to make it. Truffles. Okay. Hey, maybe gasoline tastes good to some people. Pretty sure they use specially trained pigs to find them often. Distraction, what do you mean by that? Things may be running to Calvert. Name campus? Number of ways you could interpret her words. You weren't actually referring to anything specific, were you? That's correct. You should each find your own answer. You'll be playing later today or tonight. I have to get away for a while. Unfortunately, I think this will be the last stream of the day, and maybe I'll be able to play on Saturday, but it's always a throw up with Saturdays. Probably next Sunday is the next time. But I will be ending the stream relatively soon, so you're not going to be missing much. But thank you for joining. Give me a follow so you know when I go live on Twitter and on Twitch, and I greatly appreciate you coming in, chatting, and watching. You as well, Schweizer. Take your words to heart. I'm not going to talk to all of you. I'm just going to head out. Oh yeah, Toe is in my sidecar. That's right. That's how it should be. Green, is that? Yeah, it's right over there. That's Heimdall, one of the biggest cities in Zemuria. It really is enormous. Heimdall, also known as the Vermilion Capital. From here you can see where it got its name. When I attended the all-girls school, I was never allowed to go out, so this is kind of refreshing. They're extensive, same as the most expensive food there. Nothing too grand, can't top pizza. Okay, see you later, Joker. Hope you have a nice day. Yeah, dude, pizza's delicious. Love Meat Lover's Pizza. See, it's so big it's rare that they need to go beyond it. Oh, is that so? Instructor Toa? What is it? Oh, it's nothing. Let's get going. Before we head to Heimdall, though, we need to explore the area a bit and get some work in. Sure? Why did you glance over at that hill? Oh, thank you, Joker Schwarzer, for the follow. Thanks for being a buddy. Enjoy the dabs. Hey.
It's
over
powerful.
There! Be on guard. It's strong.
Here. Okay.
There!
Keep it up!
It's my turn. Second form, get! Sure. You're mine!
Yes!
Ooh, wait, let's check orders. High Heavens. 10 turns, HP, 80% damage reduction, restores 3% for 2? Holy shit! That's insane. Oh my god, Diamond Nova.
Very well. Yeah, there!
Keep it up! There!
God, she gets no delay on it.
Sure. Ja! It's down! An opening! It's my turn! Ha! Now! It's mine! Ha!
Oh, more guests!
Crimson's now! It's mine! Let's go! Yeah!
Yes!
I got this! Ja! Yeah! An opening! This is it! It's my turn! Yeah! It's down! It's mine! Those were some good moves, Ash.
You expect anything else?
Regulus reach level 4. 2.251 damage. Nice. Looks like the bikes look a lot more modern. 2 years. They're speeding that progress bar fast. Yeah, they are, honestly. But technology advances fast when you got magic, basically.
There!
There's an opening!
Gale.
Second form, Gale! All right.
Cool.
Nice work.
Crit turn with domination and full thing.
Sit! Ready!
Keep going south, we reach Sutherland, in any case, enough need for us to go that way. Okay. Time for some foot travel while I'm exploring this area. I can probably walk around.
You're from Heimdall, aren't you, Instructor Tella?
Yep, I go home to visit on occasion. I wish I could give you a tour of the city, but now's not the best time.
It's okay. We're gonna get this done.
Oh,
this
God.
one's strong.
So.
Be careful. Go!
Crimped flesh.
Get back! Now! It's mine! Sure.
Whirlwind. You know, I haven't used Void Break.
Now. There's this. That's what you get for. It's down! An opening! Let's go.
How did you not?
There!
How did you not?
Yes!
It's simple. At that, how did you not do anything?
Crimson, it's down! It's mine! Very well. It's down!
Keep it up! There!
Sure. You're mine! Got no time to waste.
Cool. Yeah, I got a question now that you need PP first. Do you ever use Raid and Burst? I find that I use Burst and like Rush a lot less than I did in CS2.
I found some treasure!
Just because they're so valuable, the BP points. But you also get BP really easily depending on your squad, so it's a give or take. Shaped like a truffle? Nice, that moves me into moon truffle. What are we waiting for? Let's bag this thing and get on with it. Come on. Moon truffle. It's quite aromatic. Safe to say we can expect a lot from Sandy's cooking with this. Okay, good.
There! Take them down! Hey, you! Rest in peace! Let's go! Second form, get... All right, nice.
The best part is if he gets the killing blows on people, he basically just continuously has full CP.
There! They're in disarray. Second form, now! It's mine! Sure. You're mine! Done.
Okay. And the reason why I'm fighting like everything is because I need Sabbath.
We strike. Second form, now! It's mine! I got this. You're mine! Done all.
Okay.
Hey-ya! This one might be worth my time. Go up! Second form, let's go! Eight's down.
Keep it up!
My turn. Yeah!
I'm going. This'll get a bit spicy. Now's our chance.
Too slow. Very well. Eight's down.
Keep it up.
Let's go. It's down.
There, burst for
Let's
you.
go.
There we go.
Excellent work, everyone. We did it.
Excellent work. Excellent work, everyone. We can make an omelet.
Sit.
Oh, perfect. Love it.
This'll be a good. There. Got a bite.
Okay.
Nice. Not bad at all.
Red perch. Come on.
There. Got a bite. This is promising.
Do you even need a reason to battle everything? I'm just battling because I need the Sepith to make other quartz.
It's a whopper.
Gold salmon. Although if I'm gonna catch a gold salmon.
Got a bite. Nice.
There we go.
I got it. My turn. Come to Papa. Got one. You're mine. Couldn't run from me.
Okay, come on.
Come
Any
to
new
Papa.
thing?
Got one. You're mine. Not a bad catch.
Rainbow trout. Okay, cool. Don't know if that was new, but regardless. Going up that way. Himmel Cemetery. And a chest.
Yeah! This one might be worth my time. Second form, my turn. Eight's down.
Keep it up.
Sure. You're mine!
Yes! Arcus, activate! There!
My turn. Eight's down.
Keep it up! It's my turn. Let's go!
Too slow. I'm up. Now! It's mine! Sure. Yeah! An opening! Let's go. There!
Keep it up!
I'll end it.
God, it's just...
You're quite the shot.
It's just beating on a pinata.
I'll do my best to support you.
It's just beating on a pinata so much. And you gotta love.
Looks like we hit the jackpot.
Feint 3. Nice. Do I have Feint equipped on anyone? Man, it makes me almost annoyed that I spent so much time making Feint 3s. MP. I guess Feint isn't really all that needed. Because a lot of things won't be affected by it. If we could get Burn 3, that would be nice. Yeah. How's it going?
Come to Papa.
Do you have detection on?
Oh, it's a fighter.
Yes, I have a detection quartz on. Yes, because that, yeah, the chests are on, and that's why I keep it on one of like the sub-party members. Deep Grouper. Cool, Tamamo Gem. Have to check that out.
Come to Papa. Got one. Oh, it's a fighter.
Okay.
Couldn't run from me.
And a red perch. New. How many fishes is that? Okay, I have a couple left, but there's still a few more places for me to fish, I believe, in this game.
Got one. You're mine. Couldn't run from me.
Okay, regular carp. Okay. Tamamo Gem. Believe it was Strength plus 40. Taxcraft can charm enemies. What's that? ATS, ADF. You know, let's put that on. Ah!
Be on guard. It's strong. Go! Second form, now! Come on! Sure.
Zero arts. No, I would rather.
Hey, you, Preston! Yeah! An opening! My turn. It's down.
Keep it up! Yes! Arcus, activate!
My turn. Yeah! There!
Keep it up!
Let's go! Sit now! It's mine! This is it!
Oh, did we win?
Did we win? Yes, we did
must
win.
train even more.
Yeah!
But yeah, I often try and keep the good subcourts ones useful for exploration on people. Like, Dragon Vein is on her, I don't use her very much. Moon Lens, data on enemies in Chester shown on the map. On her, I don't use her much. I try and keep the useful things that I'd like to just have that help me explore and continue in this direction. That are useful for exploration on the sub-characters, because it just makes it easier in general when they're on, but I don't want to decrease my fighting capability. So this is the Southern Gate of Heimdall. It's freaking huge. There's so many people even though it's barely dawn. I guess people from the surrounding area must like to come here to sell things. It seems like buses were implemented recently too. Ah, I saw those in Crossbow as well. I heard they've been using them beyond the city since last year. Is that so? Is it the same kind of bus that used in Crossbow? Should be. Look, here it comes. Haha, even though it's a different color, it still makes me nostalgic. Oh, but isn't there another means of transportation in Heimdall? Yes, the orbital tram. There's one coming right up. You know, it's almost a train. Wow, it's like a little train. Let's hop on and head to Heimdall Station. Good idea. It should only take about 10 minutes. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, going to small villages to teach Sunday school, so buses really come in handy, especially since I'm just awful with directions. The tram just arrived. Should we take it to Heimdall Station? Yes, we should.
The West Circuit tram will soon be departing via Heimdall Station. We recommend passengers wishing to board this tram make haste.
Run! Cheese it, it's the fuzz. Waka 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 waka. Heimdall. Get a load of that slack-shot stare. Well, it's not unusual for first-time visitors here to find themselves awestruck. It's pretty big, I guess. I mean, Crossbow and Oris are big too, but nothing like this. The city's so large, it's been split up into 16 districts, home to approximately 880,000 people. I hear it's as big as Calvard's capital. A little bigger, actually. I think they have 790,000. I remember Angie mentioning she'd been there. Is that so? I've heard the population of Heimdall has even been on the rise lately. That's right, a lot of people have been moving in since after the Civil War. Heimdall and Crossbow have both been growing at shocking speeds. I believe it's due to the 8 Metropolis plan, no? Oh yeah, something about standardizing the tax code in all the big cities to curb the nobles' power. Is that what the whole plan is for? I believe the main reason is for the sake of the smooth economic flow, though I hear effects like that were considered as well. It's probably both. Well, looks like they've been all doing their Looks like they've all been doing their studying. As their political economics teacher, I couldn't be more proud of them. Oh, here comes the turn. Ugh. Itchy nose, itchy head, so much itch. They increased by 80,000 people. Yep. It's a lot of people, but when you're talking about in the hundreds of thousands of people, they're pretty similar. They're basically both almost at 1 million, which is very large. It's pretty big, sure, but Crossbow Station is about the same size. I bet this place doesn't have a big main street like... What the heck is that? It's Big Main Street. Ah, the big building at the end of the street? That's Valflame Palace. It's both home to the Imperial family and headquarters of a number of government administrations. If I recall correctly, this thoroughfare is called Vancouver Street. That's right, it's famous for having terrible traffic around rush hour, but it's only going to get worse the more people are able to afford orbital cars. Don't feel bad, Heimdall has had a long time to get as great as it is today, but because it's such an old city, they're still having some trouble laying out the power grid. Here they plan to use Crossbow City's infrastructure as reference, though I doubt they'll build anything here that's quite as impressive as Orcus Tower. Oh yeah?
Good morning.
Yo, what's up, Claire?
Instructor Claire!
Sorry for the wait.
I didn't think you'd be the one coming to get us.
I wanted to tell you I deeply appreciate everything you did back in Lemaire. After I left, you managed to not only find Millium, but stop the railway cannons too. I don't know how I can possibly begin to thank you.
You don't need to thank us. It was nothing.
It was simply part of our mission.
We had help from many other people, both from within the branch campus and without.
That's right. So in a sense, we were able to do what we did thanks to everyone. Yourself included, Major.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
I don't deserve such kind words, but I shouldn't waste any more of your time. Allow me to welcome you to Heimdall Central Station. Since the governor is currently visiting, I'll guide you to the RMP Command Center to meet with him.
Instructor? Yes, so Claire actually went to Crossbell to teach like the police academy for a bit, and Yuna was apparently one of her students. So Yuna refers to her as an Instructor Claire. There are a bunch more people in trains here than earlier. The station sees not only tourists and travelers, but a great deal of commuters as well. Making me think back to 2 years ago. Claire. Oh right, you guys met the governor here during one of your field studies. Yeah, that was when we were taking care of everything for Instructor Sarah. Well, yes. That's right. I remember you helping guide all the people evacuating. Oh no, I didn't do much. Sounds like things really hit the fan, huh? Yes, there was quite a lot going on in Heimdall that day. Oh my, yes, such as the princess and Elise getting kidnapped. That's a huge incident. Quite a lot going on, doesn't cover it all. Wish I could have been here at that time. That's around when I was shipped from the workshop. Oh, that seemed odd to me that she is an instructor in Thor's. She's not an instructor at Thor. She's an alumni of Thor's, but she was an instructor at a Crossbell Police Academy, basically. So, Yuna refers to her as an instructor. No one else does. Everyone else is just Major Claire or Claire. It's good to see you again, Governor. Thank you for being with us so early in the morning.
Hello there, Reen. Been a while since Crossbell, hasn't it? The same to you, of course, Miss Herschel. It would appear Class 7 has had some new additions since then.
Yeah, name's Ash Carbide. And I am Yusei Egret. It's a pleasure to meet you, Governor.
Likewise. I'd like to welcome each of you to Heimdall. I'm sure it must be a bit disorienting to have your field exercises in a place as large as the capital, but the basics should be the same. Let's get down to business. First off, allow me to give you the information on our special request.
Thank you for waiting, sir.
What? That voice. Hey, look, it's a bunch of lackeys. Prince Cedric, and the main campus students and Instructor Neihart.
It's a pleasure to see you again. You have my thanks for taking care of Alphen and Olivert back in Crossbell.
Good day, Schwarzer. You as well, Herschel. Starting last month, I resumed teaching at the main campus as a military instructor. I will be accompanying Class 1 on their civic security activities.
Civic security activities.
I am here to report the commencement of the main campus field exercises.
Rena's stuck with Class 7 no matter where he is. Yeah.
Likewise, I'm reporting the start of the branch campus's field exercises.
And we were here first.
Understood. I'll pray for good news.
Well, I figured they'd be here, but they're all just making noises. You two are the ones who came with the prince when he crashed our Panzer Soldat training, aren't you? I'm guessing they're from the same class as you, Your Highness. Yes, out of the entirety of Class 1, we are the most elite members. Basically, the biggest douchebags. Our field exercise this time will involve performing civic security activities. Civic security activities? I haven't heard anything about those. Are they exclusive to the main campus's curriculum? The first time we performed them was during our previous field exercises. This would be the second time. As for their content, it's fair to say they're similar to your special operations missions. Patrolling the area, assisting during crises, etc. The main difference is that we focus on public safety rather than requests from citizens. Those sound like military activities. I'd say they're a bit more advanced than that. North Ambria's own security measures aren't yet complete, unfortunately. However, we were able to contribute in a variety of ways, including disposing of all the parting gifts the society left behind. Even things like that. In any event, both of your groups will be working together this time. We'll be assigning you to different halves of the city to better suit each of your unique focuses. Different halves. That's just like when your class was here 2 years ago. This time around, I would like the main campus to handle the east half of the city while the branch campus sees to the west half. This includes your respective field exercise camps and the roads leading out of the city in each direction. I see. And that means we'll be in charge of watching over Vesta Street and Leica District and the Sank District. Correct. Then the Princess Group will be responsible for Alto Street, Garnier District, and the Ost District. Also, both groups' areas will include Vancourt Street and Dragos Plaza. I see. Yes, that makes sense. Seems Kurt will be in charge of the district his family resides in. Yes, that's right. Oh yeah, that's where the headquarters of the Vander School is, huh? Izmir, the prince, picked up a high horse order from the last game. Oh yeah, he's a massive douchebag now. I think it was in chapter 1 or 2, he was like, "Hey Reen, I want you to come to main campus because, we're better there." And Reen was like, "No." He seemed nice last game. Yeah, he did seem nice, and now he's not because Osborne has been teaching him. I would direct your attention to these documents. They received the documents out. I like how it's Reen and Cedric, not Reen and Nightheart. The instructors are on different levels. Attached to the usual documents are a top priority mission. Investigate and capture the members of Hercules, a special task force from Calvard currently hiding out in Heimdall. Okay. There it is. So it was Calvard after all. Hercules. I remember seeing this name in the database. Allow me to add to the report, these individuals are a part of Calvard's special forces. They excel in espionage and sabotage, and are among the best the Republic has to offer. People like them are sneaking around Heimdall? If they are Calvard's elite, I imagine they must be quite skilled. Correct. It would be fair to say they're even more skilled than most high-ranking Jaeger Corps. We estimate they're about as capable as members of the Red Constellation. How is it you already know so much about them? To be honest, we had some information come our way a few days ago. I knew it was jumping the gun a little, but we decided to go ahead and analyze the information. What? That's cheating, right? Simply standard procedure. Please don't think ill of us. He's right. This is about which of us wins or loses. Remember, we're working together here. Thor's Branch Campus Class 7 Special Operations accepts these requests. Thor's Main Campus Class 1 accepts these civic security activities.
Well, look at you all.
Hey, Dad.
Welcome, Your Excellency.
Ah, it's so good to see you again.
Branch Campus will not stand up for this man.
So he decided to grace us with his company after all, eh?
Governor, Your Majesty, good day to you both. I can't believe it's already been a month since I last saw Class 1.
Yes, sir.
I'm honored you remember us.
But of course, I met you students of the main campus a few times by now. In addition, I would also like to greet the members of the branch campus.
Sup?
I am Gileath Osborne, the Chancellor of the Empire of Erebonia. Some refer to me as the Blood and Iron Chancellor, though I feel that grisly moniker has worn out its welcome by now.
Oh yeah? Even though you readily invade other nations and fight them? Sure.
It's nice to see you again, Your Excellency.
Ah, Miss Herschel, likewise.
Don't you say her name.
Come to think of it, it was only 2 years ago we first met at the trade conference. Since then, all the government agencies have been tripping over themselves to recruit you, despite you declining each and every offer.
Dude, Toa for next Chancellor.
Oh, it's a shame. I myself would have liked to invite you to join the Iron Blood.
God damn.
Huh?
Oh god. The main problem in the game.
Your Excellency, You shouldn't tease her like that.
Yeah, Toa, you want to join the Iron Bloods?
I am only kidding, of course.
Slightly.
Allow me to congratulate you on being appointed as an instructor of the branch campus.
You're too kind.
So this is the Blood and Iron Chancellor. The man who annexed Crossbell.
Ryu's just like, how dare he make Toa feel uncomfortable.
Ah, and Ms. Una Crawford, was it? A transfer from the Military Police Academy.
Yeah.
I hear you've been working very hard on behalf of the province of Crossbell.
Yes, thank you. I've really been pushing myself to the limit lately.
And it's being pushed right now.
Good to hear. And you must be Mateus' son. I expected you to enroll at the main campus alongside the prince, but you appear to be excelling nonetheless.
Thank you. I'll continue giving it my all.
Good to see you once more, Black Rabbit. Ah, and Ash Carbide. I've heard much about you from Lecter.
Hello.
It's a real honor.
And next? Muse Egret, was it?
Okay, using that name instead
I've always
of
wanted to
the
speak
other
with
one.
your grandfather, the advisor to the former Duke Cayenne.
I'm sure Grandfather would be honored to hear that. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yes, likewise.
Yeah.
Oh?
Oh.
Just as I've heard.
The new Class 7 has quite the array of gifted young students. Wouldn't you agree, Instructor?
Yes, it certainly does.
It's been some time, Instructor Reen Schwarzer. I haven't seen you since the ceremony at the end of last year.
Yes, it's good to see you again.
Dad.
Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
Yeah.
It feels like the air in the room just got colder.
He's just like, don't talk to me.
Well, we'll have to leave the greetings at that. I have a message for you from the Emperor. Members of Thor's main campus and branch campus. 2 days from now, your attendance is requested at the party being held at Valflame Palace.
What? The party? Us too?
Yes, of course. We would like to commend the main campus and branch campus for their work in Northumbria and Lemaire, respectively.
We'll have to limit the number of people invited to the palace, but at the very least, I'm certain all of you here will be able to attend.
Seriously?
Incredible.
Such a great honor.
I need to go home and talk to them.
Oh, by the way, Instructor Reen, all of Heimdall has been consumed with gossip over who your dance partner will be.
Toa.
Is that so? Well, my advice would be to follow your heart and damn the consequences. If you'll excuse me now, Your Highness, Governor.
Thank you for delivering the message.
Regarding that one topic, I'd like to discuss it with you at a later date, if possible.
Understood. We can speak of it at length then. Now, everyone, I bid you good luck with your various tasks.
Bye.
Just like I thought.
Oh? Hello, Ash. Okay, he's getting some pains. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Afterwards, the instructor stayed to listen to the instructions from the governor and Major Claire. While this was going on, the students waited in the hallway. The sudden party invitation must have surprised you. Yes, well, I hadn't the slightest idea about it, yet Prince Cedric already seemed to know everything. Yes, well, being a member of the Imperial family, he would be up to speed with such information, but regardless, it means our job is all the more crucial now. Dealing with the special forces, right? Yes, according to the intelligence division, there are about 100 members hiding in Heimdall. Assuming they're here for sabotage, it would mean we need to apprehend them all, or else the summer festival would be in danger. This puts our time limit no later than tomorrow. It sounds like a difficult situation. I'm assuming the intelligence division and the Bracer Guild have already begun to act. Yes, and they have made some initial progress, but the targets we're dealing with here are elite agents. They've disguised themselves as regular citizens and tourists. Due to the sheer size of the city, we're unable to cover every area. Which is the reason we've requested help from both schools to patrol the city and gather information. Depending on how the situation unfolds, we may need to we may need the rest of the students and instructors to become involved as well. I'm well aware this isn't something we should be asking of fresh cadets. Governor. Understood. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll talk to our principal and fellow instructors. I shall also bring this up to the main campus instructors waiting at our own field exercise camp. I do know the name of the girl with glasses and purple hair in Class 1. Ada, I believe? Thank you both. Please be careful. May the gods watch over you all. Yeah, you're talking about the one, like, right there to the left of Cedric, right? Oh, yes, Kurt. Seems you did very well in the exams. You as well, Your Highness. You have my congratulations on earning the top ranking. Simply the result of the work I put in. I didn't expect the second place class would be so close to us, though. Sorry, Ada. If only we scored a little higher. I've still got a long way to go before I can keep up with you, Ada. Well, Class 1 does have 20 people in it. It's simply a matter of course that more people will have a bigger effect on the average. All we can do is continue to push ourselves to aim even higher. Prince Cedric, I appreciate your kind words. What say we settle things here, though? Judging from the Imperial Chronicle, the word is curious about which of our schools has been up to. So I propose we make a little competition out of this set of field exercises. For example, which of us can catch the most Calvardian spies? Yep, that one. Yeah, it's Ada. Sounds like a good time. Good time, nothing. That's a pretty bad joke, don't you think? As our activities differ from each other, it doesn't seem appropriate to compete over something like that. How feeble. Is this really the special class taught by the Ashen Chevalier? Ha! They're just cobbled together team after all. As you wish, everyone has their own way of dealing with things. Sorry for the wait. Is something the matter? Nothing of note. Let's get going. Alright, let us all do the best work we can for our respective tasks. Instructor Reen, good luck to you as well. Nightheart. God damn it. I'll leave the west half of the city to you. May the gods bless you. Yeah, same to you. Good luck in the east half. What stick have they all got shoved up their asses? Yuna. How very straightforward of you. I can't recommend shouting something like that about the prince, especially while you're in Heimdall. Still, looks like things are finally starting to get interesting. My, your students are really growing up, aren't they? I'm just glad things didn't get out of hand. Okay, let me save. Let me save. Give me control and let me save. Let me save. Let me save. Give me control and let me save. And Nightheart has a heart. Yes, he does. Bye, Toa, probably. Alright, let's start by exchanging info with the other groups involved. Okay, I'll go with Claire to visit the Heimdall Military Police. I'm sure we'll run into people from the Bracing Guild and Courageous at the Intelligence Division's office, so I bet we can get some good info. I think you're right. See you again soon, Instructor Claire. We'll each do our best. Goodbye for now. Please stay safe, all of you. So, where are we getting up to for the first half of the day? We're supposed to be covering the west part of the city, but the specific location depends on the request. That's exactly right. So, seems you've gotten used to the swing of things now. First off, let's see what we've got. Okay, west down, see a highway monster. Yeah, empty nest. Press the little boys disappear. Can you help me find them? Holy flat apartment. Invest the street room 201. Belong to a museum. Investigate potential danger and artifacts that you add to the museum's catalog. Okay. That's the street in the Leica district. Never heard of either of them. Nothing in Garnier. Damn. Of course not. That's on the eastern side of the city. Something tells me you're not interested in going there to shop, though. If memory serves, the back streets are full of bars. That is the typical spot Ash goes when he sneaks off. That's the street is a busy commercial area, and the Leica district is an academic area. Oh, and also, the only thing that improved in the main campus is the uniform. Yeah. And even, has a hard babysitting that bunch. The only thing that improved in the main campus is the uniform. Even then, I don't mind this uniform over the red one. Like, they're both pretty damn good. Does that mean what I think it does? It's a fine instructor. I wasn't trying to keep it a secret or anything. The Leica district is built into a hill, and its biggest draw is the Imperial Museum, but it's also home to the headquarters of the Vander School. Now, the main question, can you visit Fiona? Maybe. Although I think she lives in the other half of the city. So in other words, your home's there. We've already visited Unum, Yusei, and Ash's homes. It's only fair we get to see yours, too. Oh, should we go find some gifts to bring with us? You can lead us there, Kurt. I've been there a few times, but I'm sure you know the way better than any of us do. True. I don't know too much about the sea outside of the areas near St. Estrella. Well, I'm not originally from here, so there's plenty to say I'm not familiar with either, but understood. Let's start by checking the 4 different districts, including the ones we need for our quest. Once that's handled, we can go to the West Highway and take care of the one monster. Sounds like a plan. So far, we've got Vesta Street and Leica District. Where else? Let's see. If we want to gather information, our best bets would probably be Vancouver Street and the Sank District to the northwest. Vancouver Street here goes north all the way to the palace, and the Sank District is where Heimdall Cathedral and St. Estrella are. If we're lucky, we might even get a chance to see Elise there. For real? So what? You gonna stroll into the sidewalks hoping we can spot one of Calver's agents in line for gelato? He's a highly trained military like the disguised citizens to us as the MP is insufficient manpower. They request that both Thor's campuses gather information while in their field exercises. Man, looking at it again, seems like it's gonna be a huge pain. We need to go on high alert the whole day. Let's begin gathering information. You certainly sound motivated, Altina. She'll need to be. This is gonna be a long day. If anything catches your attention, be sure to note it. Now, let's begin day 1 of our special op missions. Yes, sir. Obtain top priority mission. You can check your request. Can be viewed. Event tab. Let's go Vancouver Street. So you got to the part where group we go to. Seemed to be that way from the first time. Yeah. So that seems to be what CS3 is doing, where it's like, okay, you remember game 1 where you couldn't go because the other group went there? That's where you're going this time. We're about halfway down the main thoroughfare now. In addition to all the department stores, they have various workshops and boutiques. Sounds like the place I go for whatever we might need. We should examine the shops for any useful items. How the hell are we gonna find the agents and all this? Indeed. The streets are flooded with tourists this time of year. Getting suspicion and questioning every passerby won't help us. So let's start by getting the lay of the land. That makes sense. In that case, we can begin by searching this area. Okay. I am going to save. And this is where I'm going to call the stream. It has been a very good stream today. It was very fun. Made a lot of progress in the game, and I might be an affiliate by the time I stream again. So hey, let's hope. So with that, I hope you all have a very nice day and will join me possibly on Saturday, hopefully on Sunday. Thank you, Boris, for joining. Thank you, Joker Schwarzer, for giving me a follow. Thank you for the Mad Cultist for the follow. And, thank you all for chiming in the chat. Thank you for spending this time. So I hope you all have a very nice day, and will join me next time. Bye.